Okay, welcome back, everyone. We're back. Woohoo! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, consistency.
Consistency. Guys, we're back.
Cranberry?
We're not sponsored by Sprite. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Welcome back. It's been a minute.
If we talk to the right people, suck the right dicks.
Well, that's a whole different D&D campaign.
That's the whole campaign. What? He said it's a whole different D&D campaign. Apparently, there's another D&D campaign where we're sucking dicks. I don't know.
But it's like a Sprite sponsorship campaign, so it's like a one-shot. We're sponsored, and we have to sell it. We have to do ad rolls in the middle. Anyway.
Oh shit! Speaking of the Avatar book, I just found it.
Let me see what this warning is.
Also found a sperm with a mustache in my drawer.
Oh, nice. What?
A sperm with a mustache. Here, I'll take a picture of it.
That's not normal, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, that ain't normal, brother.
That's not normal, big dog. Well, I'm going to begin my, we're going to get right into this. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Aye.
Last time on Scarlett, Lucky and Cecilia began their search in earnest, following the faint trail Scarlett left behind. At the abandoned refueling station, they discovered subtle clues, rearranged tools, and a warthog tank filled to the brim, as if Scarlett had left it ready for them to find. An eerie tremor rolled through the desert as they departed, rattling the metal siding of the station and shaking the sands beneath their feet, hinting at something massive lurking beneath. Their journey across their badlands tested their skill. They navigated treacherous ridges and shifting dunes, narrowly avoiding a grim migration path only because Scarlett's guidebook warned them where to tread. Soon after, they reached a haunting site, a graveyard of fallen warriors strewn across the desert floor, each armored figure resembling Scarlett herself, with their own set of armor, their own weaponry that props up their helmets in the desert graves. Their journey... yeah, kind of like the end of Clone Wars, almost exactly like that. Before they could investigate further, the earth erupted beneath them. A massive, burrowing Grimm attacked. Lucky and Cecilia fought desperately until 3 desert expeditionists answered the call: Valerie, Turf, and their leader Silas, loyal allies of Scarlett. Together, they brought the beast down, but Silas was killed in the fight, leaving Cecilia shaken by the sudden loss. When the danger passed, the group pressed onward and finally arrived at the old outpost original Team Scar once called home. After securing the perimeter, everyone settled in for the night. Cecilia and Vale exchanged stories and began warming up to one another, and Grimmlock kind of was injured and beaten up as he was swallowed by the creature that fought them. As he emerged and rejoined the team, he didn't come to until later that night, obviously. But after everyone kind of recouped, they were exhausted from the battle. They went to sleep. They actually, not everyone had the greatest night's sleep, as a matter of fact. As the shade outpost is quiet, the sand hisses softly against the metal shell that buried the facility. The sun has barely risen, and shafts of orange light cut through cracked blinds and dusty windows, where I guess we would have some amount of window light coming through.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And let me go to our map here. A little thing here. And we cut in on Cecilia waking up.
Oh, that tattoo looks so good.
She's been awake for hours.
Oh, shit.
She lies on her back exactly where she started the night, eyes open.
I need this as a pic. I need you to send me this too.
Yeah. Staring at the ceiling, her pink hair is loose. Just been laying there for hours, not managed to find maybe a couple of nods off, but evidently you were just it's been a long day. It was a long couple hours and a lot of questions that still need to be answered.
Not to mention the whole fight she had gotten into prior to when she left.
Yeah. She kind of rolls over in her bed and she sees a small lamp, her scroll, and a framed photo of Team Scar before the fall. And gifted to you by Val, who was meant to deliver this to you guys, You find Scarlett's amulet, and its white and yellow-blue crystals glowing strongly. But the red one crystal is faint, flickering and far, as if she is not close, but not too far away. And this is just kind of your time now. You've checked your watch, and it's about 6 a.m. at this point. Sunlight is peeking through a little bit.
She kind of just lays there for a minute. She gets up. She's like, all right, I'm not getting any sleep anytime soon. So she kind of swings her legs over the side of her desk, grabs her scroll, and she's gonna make her way to make herself coffee.
Okay. We cut from there over to our friend who wakes up from a nightmare. This is our boy Lucky. He wakes up in a frantic nightmare he had. If I'm giving you the agency to just pick the nightmare that you see.
Do you want me to say, or do you want it to be secretive?
This is totally up to you. This is your agency to choose what nightmare Lucky sees.
So he would see, I guess before he is shaken awake, he would see flashes of bodies and symbols, a banner of the White Rabbits, the group that he once started.
Oh yeah, I do remember that from the Atlas Adventures. Yeah, very good.
And then he gets and then it flashes again to 5 injured people being sent to a friend in our healer friend to your doctor to health. Flashes again, more bodies. 5, 10, 14 corpses lying on the ground, not moving an inch, in a place deep, dark, dingy, with a banner of a crown hoisted above. No, please, no! As he shoots up, breathing heavily, blinking, looking around. Sort of grips onto his dog tags and a ring that's sort of tucked right beneath his dog tags. They're dog tags. I guess they'd be best description of them, at least. Then he tucks it back in his shirt. Looks at his knuckles that are now freshly wrapped.
Nice.
From the night before, not remembering getting them ever patched up. And always have to step in where you're not needed, don't you?
The room around him is nearly pitch dark. Walls scarred and blankets tangled and sand pushing beneath the door. And you see a cracked photo that sits on your nightstand of Team Scarlett. Or Team Scar. Younger, smiling before everything went bad. And your hand kind of starts to tremble as you look at it.
He takes the photo and just flips it down so that he doesn't have to look at it.
It almost, the amount of times you felt like you've had to put the photo down kind of signifies how it might have gotten shattered from the few times you slammed it, maybe.
Definitely.
And Lil, you said you were gonna do something?
No, I was gonna say do something after Chris.
Okay.
After Chris says what he did.
We are gonna cut over now to really quick. We're gonna cut back to Lil for a second, and you exit your room and you start down the hallway. You walk past the kitchen, and you're scrolling on your phone as you're walking through here.
It's like as you're like scrolling, you're like sitting, you're like making coffee at the counter, and you're just like scrolling through your phone.
But then you do notice something. You smell something burning in the kitchen, and when you turn the corner, you kind of back up, and you're like, wait. You just do like a double take, and you look back, and you see Val.
I see her walking forward, and she's like, wait a minute. Like takes like 2 steps back.
Oh hey.
Hey!
Hey, how's it going? I took the liberty of making everyone pancakes.
Did you say this smelled
food?
burnt?
Huh?
Is that what you said? You said it smelled like it was burning?
Yeah, you kind of see the toast on the pan there is a little on the crispy side. You notice everything else is pretty much perfect, though. She just has more of a taste for burnt stuff. She just kind of says, oh, don't mind me. I like burning my food. Don't know why. It just tastes good. I like when it's crispy, you know? Crispy toast and crispy eggs.
Are you sure nothing's wrong with your taste buds?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Awkward.
No, but I made pancakes for you guys.
She's like, I appreciate it. She turns the coffee maker on as she's like you know how people like when they're like they go out and like grab breakfast and they just eat it in one hand while they're just scrolling through their phone. That's what she's doing. She grabs like, a couple pancakes, she put them on a plate, and she's sitting next to her while the coffee's making, and she's like eating the pancake in one hand, scrolling on her phone in the other hand.
Yeah. She's kind of she says, did you have a decent night's sleep?
Sleep? No.
No.
I didn't sleep.
Oh. I was asleep like a puppy.
That's good. As long as you guys got to sleep, it'll be fine.
How you doing? Is everything okay?
I'm getting there.
Well, I know it's probably weird being back home to, a place like this. It's a little on the rundown side.
Well, yeah, we haven't been here since we were seniors.
Wow, that long ago, huh?
Yeah, I don't come out here often because the academy doesn't really prefer me to leave.
Yeah.
Not they don't let me. It's just I don't prefer to leave. Plus, my apprentice also kind of doesn't like running the place by herself.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Where'd my water bottle go?
But you see her, so as she's talking, she takes 2 coffee cups and fills them both up. And she leaves hers on the counter, and she's like, give me a second. As you see her kind of like run back upstairs really quickly, and you see her kind of like, even though she knows he probably won't answer, she just opens the door, walks in Lucky's room, sets a coffee cup down on the desk, and then walks back out.
I think Lucky isn't in his room when you go up there.
Ooh.
By the time you get up there, he would be. You'd see the picture face down, and then I think you'd see the wrap that you put onto his hand is like torn off and on the bed, and I think he would have made his way back to the training room where he's still like fighting and just never wants to be caught unprepared. Oh, there's my water bottle.
She looks at the bed. She looks at the wrap. She's like because she only has one hand open because she had his coffee in and she's like face palm. She's like, his wounds are gonna get infected, and he doesn't realize. As she walks back, she spins back around and starts walking away again.
Cecilia, when you walk down the hallway, you're walking down. It's kind of like a long corridors, couple different rooms. There's also Grimmlock and Scarlett's rooms down that way as well, and a bathroom across the hall from Grimmlock's. And as you see, you catch a glimpse of the light coming up the stairs that highlights the. There's almost like fur on the floor, and it kind of throws you off for a minute because you don't already see like anything like that. But you see like black fur leading from. Doesn't exactly pick up until like the middle of the hallway, and you see it going towards the bathroom. And then you also hear the sound of a sink running from the bathroom and a light coming from under the door.
She instinctively like kind of like puts her hand like hovering her holster of her weapon because so her thing in the morning is when she gets up, especially like in this situation, she had gotten up and when she got changed, she has like a weapon, like her belt with her holster and like her pants.
Yeah.
Obviously, she put them on, and then her holster is always on like her
She's
right
Winnie the
hip.
Poohing it. My head canon is she's Winnie the Poohing it right now.
Yeah.
She has pants on. What are you talking about?
No,
And-
she's Winnie the Poohing it.
She like kind of like draws her pistol, and she like kind of opens the door, but like how a cop would open a door that like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where, like they like
You
slightly
check your
open the door.
corners.
They check the corners of the door as she opens it.
Oh, so as you are approaching the door, you do hear like a don't turn, not yet, not yet. I'm good. Just keep it cool, bro. You good, bro? You good? And you hear Grimmlock's. You do
good,
hear
bro.
Grimmlock's voice from the other side of the door. As you're coming up, you still go in.
Yeah.
You do open the door and you see Grimmlock. You see kind of like you see like soap all over his face, kind of covering up most of his face. You've never actually seen his face before, but as you open the door, his boot kind of catches a corner of the door, so you get a glimpse of his face just with soap all over it. And he's also brushing his teeth at the same time. He goes, occupied.
You good? She looks back at the floor. She's like, "Were you like shaving as you were walking or something?" Because she like, there's like a track going over to the door, so I instinctively assumed it was a Grimm. How Grimm got in here would have been beyond me, but as she like puts her gun back in the holster.
He just kind of reaches over and grabs like a piece of his armor that has some like cloth to it, and he kind of shows it kind of vaguely, like you can't really see it from where he's like, oh, just this, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, as she goes back, like he hears her like real quick, like jogging down the hall. She picks up the copy that she left in the middle of the hallway on the floor, and she kind of like walks back. She's like, I'm just gonna. Lucky wasn't in his room, so I'm just gonna leave this here. And then she like slowly closes the door again.
Okay. And the door shuts. He just goes, Gia. After the door's already been shut.
Okay, that was
Fucking hell.
weird. Weird, but
Do
it's not
you
the weirdest thing I've seen.
do you inspect the fur?
I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna take like kind of like. So she pulls like a cloth that she has, like kind of like how like people have a handkerchief in the thing. She pulls one out of like her pocket, and she picks up a little bit of it, and then she just kind of brings it back up to the whatchamacallit, the medical bay.
All right. And you go
So
you go into the medical bay.
Well, yeah, she leaves. She goes to put it in there. She'll get a better look at it later before we
Okay.
leave.
And let's see.
Then she's gonna go back down to the kitchen.
Okay. We're gonna cut
drink-
over to Chris.
to drink her cup of coffee.
Let me see something real quick. I'm going to put this on the welcome screen for a moment.
Oh, also,
double check
Tony, I do want to give you a heads up, just so that you know,
Oh.
just in case anything. I have a feature. I have a feature called Let me find it. It's a later feature in. Here it is. Self-restoration. You can remove one of the following conditions from yourself at the end of each turn: charmed, frightened, or poisoned. And then, in addition, foraging for food and foregoing food and drinking doesn't give you levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that other than maybe liquor, if he finds liquor, Lucky will not be eating, and he does not hide the fact that he doesn't eat. Like, his last meal was when he ate at that bar.
Okay. Wow. Oh, yeah. We did do that. Yep. Okay. I got you. So we'll cut over to you.
If anyone wants to notice that, they can.
We will cut over to you in the training room. You can describe what you're kind of doing and go from there.
I think he's just doing standard boxing combos like jab, 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 or hook, jab, jab, hook, hook, uppercut, hook, right. Like he's just like like watching a skilled boxer go through the motions of boxing, like punching bag. His knuckles that were already that were bleeding last night, but then were stitched up by CC are on the verge of probably opening back up again. If he continues to work for, so depending on what time they're prepped to leave, he's probably going to be sitting there most of the day, just like always prepared, always working. And then like after like maybe if he's not stopped within the next 2 hours, he's probably going to stop, notice his like knuckles are like bleeding again as there's now blood back on the punching bag. He's going to like grab like a dirty rag that he's been using to like wipe the sweat off his like forehead and just wrap it around his knuckles.
Yeah.
And then I think since he has prepared to stay in his in the like training room through the night, I think his bag is still here. But what little bit of a bag he has, it's more like it's a like small like notebook almost that folds open, and one side is a piece of paper and the other side is a data pad, as he's now as he's now just sitting down and just like doing a bit of research on his tablet or data pad or whatever data pad I'll call it, going through the information that he got from the head of that boxing match that he was in, the head of that like crown like safe house, sort of cross-referencing a bit of data and then trying to connect what he's been hunting and seeing if anything cross-references where we are heading. See if maybe there's like some crossover so that he doesn't feel like he's entirely foregoing his mission to see what's going on with oh my god, yes. You need to send me that one.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, that is exactly what he's doing.
So as you start kind of coming to the idea of as you fight, you start to think a lot more clearer than you do when you're sitting around, and this is helping you a lot process kind of the next steps, and you do come to a conclusion of that. Especially right now, you can tell through the windows that there's still a massive storm out there. Probably not going to be going anywhere for a few hours. The best course of action would be get the station back up to full power, and it would be the best way to look for clues and check the databases that have been left behind by all of all of our stuff still left behind from those olden days. There might be something left behind to look for, and so yeah. The floor is yours.
Well, I guess knowing that like the station's like not up and running, he's gonna pull up old schematics on his data pad and go, I can work with this.
You hear, and everyone else hears this as well. Do.
Hey y'all. Turns out found the backup power grid. Been working on that for a little bit. Got the intercom running. Val made pancakes, so if y'all hungry, come on out here and eat some pancakes.
And that's Turf talking to you guys over the intercom. He restored some amount of power. You see the lights start to flicker throughout the room. As the generator is, something must be wrong with it because it's not fully kicking on. but he got some residual power back online. And you see the AC unit kind of kicking on and off, and it's just kind of like kicking out dirt.
Okay. He's going to like look at his knuckles, wrap him up, take the old schematic, close it, and then like put it like in a almost like a back satchel, like a small pouch underneath where his gloves would be. Like think of, you know how I have the Z fold, that's exactly what he has essentially. He has like this little tablet that he does like has calculations on, and it closes into like a small phone style thing, and he puts it into his back pocket. He goes, okay. And he starts heading towards the maintenance, towards where the like not where the backup power would be, but where the our grid would be, essentially.
Okay.
I think he's going to take it upon himself, without talking to anyone, to try and figure out what's wrong and fix it.
Okay. Do you want to make any? Let's do. I guess we can do some skill checks. This kind of you go into the old room and you see like wires everywhere, like from just everything being fucked up and whatever happened the last time we were here. This place has fallen into disarray. There's rats chewing the cords, and it's just a mess back here. I'd say
we should have hired a maid.
Let's see. Let me give you. You want to make I don't know. Let's see. What would be like? You want me to just give me an intelligence roll with your modifier?
An intelligence?
I guess, because you're an intelligent dude.
He's not.
Well, I mean, like in terms of fixing stuff and knowing how this shit goes back together and trying to fix it, I would imagine intelligence, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I was hoping for maybe a cheeky insight to see what the problem was.
Oh, I mean, you can do an insight to like establish the problem itself and where it's coming from.
Okie dokie. Let's go with these dice. I like these dice. Well, I shouldn't like those dice.
Oh.
Did they roll back?
That is.
I shouldn't like these dice. He goes.
That is a 8 plus 3.
Jeez,
Okay.
11.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna use a pill bottle as my dice jail now.
Pill
This is- you
bottle
know,
as
this-
your dice jail.
You know this is the same fucking die that did this to me the other day. Fucking dice jail. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, so an 11.
Okay. So, using pretty much what appears to be common sense, you go up and you see that the main panel has clearly been ridden with rats, and you actually see a few kind of scurry off as you approach.
I'm gonna.
And it's just
Can I
you
try and,
see
like,
they've been eating most of the
can I try and,
fuses,
like-
and
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as I see some of them scurry, can I try and like get a few of them?
Do you want to collect the rats? Yeah, go ahead. Give me an animal handling.
No, I think he's gonna just pull out a revolver and shoot him.
Oh, okay. All right, that's
You're gonna shoot a gun in a room
Roll
with
to
a
hit.
bunch of fucking
Roll to hit.
wires.
Yeah, it's like you know how most hunters and huntresses have weapons that transform into pistols and like guns and shit.
Yeah, the
He
transforming
does
gun.
not.
Oh, just a pistol.
He has an old-fashioned revolver.
Nice.
As I am using my revolver dice.
Okay. Oh, you have revolver dice. That's cool.
Yeah.
How about that?
So he's just gonna go, this is gonna go fucking piece of shit. Oh, that is a, 12 plus 9 is 21.
That definitely hits.
So yeah, I just blast one of these rats, and then
You blast a hole clean through its skull, nothing left, but not the body is just completely like dismembered. It's fucked. And everyone in the base heard that.
did any more of the rats sort of like scurry out?
They all started scurrying out a hole that's kind of you kind of turn and see where they go. They go behind one of the the main server towers, and you look behind it, and there's a hole in the fucking wall. And they kind of got through, and you just see like kind of sand blowing in from outside.
He just goes, perfect. And he's going to, I'm assuming, he knows what the problem is now. Would we have any, like, spare, like, wood or anything around? Like, anything to patch a hole?
You would have scrap metal from the previous vehicles you've utilized before, so I would say there's a scrap in the mechanical room, the garage. I
think he's going to holster, because I think at this point he's like attached his holster to his like hip, so it's like he has the gloves and then he has the holster. So it's like he puts the revolver back in his holster and goes, "I'll be back, you motherfuckers."
Attention, residents of this outpost. Please don't shoot in the electrical room. Thank you.
He fucking he pulls his revolver out and fires at the ground out of spite.
That's fucking awesome.
Hears another gunshot, and she looks at what's her name? Val?
Val, yeah. She jumps every time the bullet kind of gets shot.
She looks at Val. She's like, "Give me a minute. I'll be back." As you see her just chug the last bit of her coffee in her thing and put the cup in the sink.
Nice.
As she now also starts making her way to the fucking the fucking room, the maintenance room.
All right.
Yeah, I'm already heading to the machine shop to get some metal.
There you go. There's him fixing.
How do you have that prepped? How did you know I was gonna do that?
I made that while you were doing it.
Oh my, yeah, that
dude.
is so sick, and oh my god, the tattoos look amazing.
Also,
the
Tony,
tattoos
I'm
look
gonna
so cool.
I'm gonna go find the character that that she resembles, like that her semblance resembles for you, and then I'm gonna find you the little mark that she has on her arm that
okay.
It's not really little. That's on her arm.
Because even if you have a symbol or an actual like tattoo like template or whatever you can send me, I can probably have it put that exact thing on there. Also, my volume is really loud.
Those tattoos are exactly what I wanted. I love them.
Nice, dude. And yeah, hold on. So Cecilia goes into the maintenance room after you've already left and sees a dead rat, just guts everywhere, and you see a bullet casing from an ancient fucking revolver.
Yeah. The one thing he maintains perfectly. It's an ancient revolver, but it looks like it's fucking brand new.
Hold on. 1 second. Okay, so the first one is the character where she gets her semblance from. That's why you see all the vines. So she can make vines let her like that.
Yeah.
And then the second one is where her mark is on her arm. You don't see it a lot, but it also instead of like just going down the top of her arm, it goes down her whole arm. So you can actually she actually can use it from any point of her arm.
Yo, my metal dye oxidized, so now it's like they're covered in like fucking green shit now. So I need to fucking clean my dye. I need to scrub my metal dye. It's crazy. I didn't know that.
So what did she see when she walked in? I forget. I wasn't. Tony.
As you enter the mechanical room, as Lucky had already you must have just missed him going back to the garage. You enter and you see the guts of a dead frickin' rat on the floor and an old bullet casing from an ancient revolver on the floor.
She looks at the bullet casing. She's like, "You and your old-fashioned," and she like kind of flicks it back behind her towards the door where she walked in.
You also see you kind of see the electrical problem as well with the rats infestation. If you want, you can give me an insight roll and see if you make more out of it than Chris did, or if there's anything
sure.
you might be able to fix.
Yeah, I did not see much.
I am not
just
gonna
saw-
lie. You said I saw the problem, right? It's like a hole in the wall, right?
Yeah.
Can I roll with my semblance to see if I can just use my semblance to patch up the wall?
Yeah.
Lucky's gonna be so fucking mad.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
You find just pieces of like tech that was already in the room itself, and you just kind of were able to cobble a way to block the hole and it be nice and sealed where nothing could push past it or move it.
And she kind of like, what she does is she put everything back, but then she tied it up with her thread from her semblance. And then she kind of like gets up, dusts her hands off. She's like, now then, is there anything else in here that I can make? Maybe I can fix this stuff. As she's kind of like looking around. Does she see anything she can fix other than just that hole?
So you see just servers that have been kind of knocked over through maybe possibly just the wind hitting the base at high speeds every once in a while and knocking things over. There's a couple of the main servers that normally supply like all of the data that would go to the main terminal. They're pretty much just unplugged, and most of the cords have either fallen out because it's stretched too far. And some of the main server with its sister server is kind of knocked over. You can kind of lean them back in the proper position. The cords will stretch.
Yeah, as I say, she's gonna kind of like go through and reorganize. Organization is one of her strong suits. That's the funny thing. You see her kind of just like she's going through and she's kind of like organizing things. She's picking stuff back up. She's replugging stuff back in. And over her scroll comms, does she have comms with everyone else that's in here other than just Grimmlock and Lucky? Like with the other two?
Wait, ask your question one more time slowly.
Does she have like a way to communicate with the other two that aren't Grimmlock and Lucky?
I mean, you guys still have your old comm units. Whether his is turned on or linked to the scroll still is another story.
I'm talking about the other two.
The other two? No, not
Valen.
really. You guys didn't exchange numbers or anything just yet.
Okay, then she, after she kind of like sets everything back up and like fixes all the like, things and plugs everything back in, she walks away, but leaves the door open so she can come right back. And who was it that was messing around with it? Which one of them was it? It was Turf, right?
Yeah, you see, you do kind of walk down the hall a bit to the secondary room where the main generator is at, which the problems from the room over that Chris was in are affecting his problems in the other room with the main big generator. He's been working on it for a minute, and as you kind of creep in and you instantly see him, yow! It just zaps him, just a fucking zap of electricity zapped him in the chest, like, ow!
She walks up, she chuckles, she's like, are you good? Are you okay?
This bloody thing, man, it's giving me all kinds of issues. I can't give heads or tails of it.
I just fixed the room over. Let me, can I roll, I guess I roll insight on this one too to see if I can...
Yeah, give me an insight.
Figure out a way to fix this. Ooh, that's awkward. 9, 10,
Here you
11,
go, Chris.
12, 13, 14?
Yo,
14, Tony?
Yeah.
he looks badass.
I'm sorry, one more time, Lo.
I'm sorry, but
14.
I would.
I rolled 14.
And you're doing what again? I'm sorry.
To try to see if she can figure out to help him fix this one like she did the other room.
Okay. So you look at the main generator and you see he's been working at this for quite a few hours. Maybe he woke up midnight and just decided to try and fix things. Because he did scout for a little bit, and then he popped down, and Val did a scout middle of the night, and then he began working. He slept for like maybe like 20-30 minutes before he's just like, I'm not doing this, and he went to go fix the generator. The generator itself is just lacking sufficient power, but he's been rerouting power from things that like they didn't really need, like the treadmill in the fitness center doesn't work.
Treadmill.
You know, like stuff like that. He's been trying to like save as much power as possible by unplugging things and just things they don't need that won't draw as much. So then when he tries
Did
to fix
her
it,
fixing up the other room give more power for this room or no?
it kind of it stopped once you plugged everything back in. It only kind of drew a little bit. It started drawing more because now everything was replugged in. It was drawing power again. The main issue seems to be coming from whatever happened in that room that he just hasn't inspected yet, because he just didn't have the utility key to that room. Freaking Lucky had it and left it unlocked when you went in.
So she's like, "Do you want to get to the other room?" I opened the door. It's open.
Oh, thank God. I didn't know.
Everything should be picked up. I picked up everything and plugged everything back in, so it should all be fixed up down there. So it'll be
I
easier
can
to look
try
through.
my handiwork. It's no big deal. This is all working as it should be. It's just there's still power drawn from somewhere. I'm assuming whatever is in that mechanical Grimm will figure it out. It's just
I just
this power
organized all my
consumption.
dice.
If you have any leftover fuses, you might offer. I haven't seen any in this room. Perhaps I'll find them somewhere else. That would be all I really need to fix the. I need to fix the. What's that called? What are they called at? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
She kind of tries to think. She's like, "I don't think we have any in here. At least I don't think. This place has kind of been. I don't want to say the word abandoned because we haven't been here in years, but nah, when there's no one around to keep the decor up, I mean, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything."
Well, I'll be honest. Like I said, you guys have an old base here. I couldn't imagine anyone setting up here, but you guys made it work. I mean, it's all functional. It's just I don't know what's happened to the power.
So that
I'm gonna go check.
Scarlett.
Hopefully, I'll make some headway, and we should be able to. I'm sure you guys have a command center. We can maybe look for clues. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, if you need me, I'm gonna go back to the kitchen and just trying to relax. If you need me, then
Oh, and by the way, I noticed y'all have a weather relay. It'd be another thing would be it would be great to know when this storm is going to let up. I can still see it through the windows. It's horrible out there. There's no use going out there in that visibility.
yeah, we don't really have a way to get out there and come back safely. We have to. I think we're just gonna have to wait until we
And that's the other thing,
can
like,
come back.
because and I've been thinking about this a lot too. If she, we were all meant to meet here, but we didn't find no Scarlett. Who's to say
I think
she's still around?
at this point, I think Lucky would have Lucas would have come back with a chunk of scrap metal that he pulled from the metal
You just
the
hear
metal shop.
Down the hallway, just screeching into the door as he's
Oh no,
manhandling
it ain't screeching. It ain't screeching. He is carrying it on his shoulder.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, he is strong. He is strong. Strong. He just comes back in. Son of fuck! I got this for nothing.
She kind of hears yes.
And he does notice the
couldn't let
server's
me do
window
this?
set up too.
How was I supposed to know you were doing it? I didn't see you walk out. The door was open. I didn't see you walk out. I just
And you see that
saw it was broken and
you
fixed
also
it.
see the rat guts
He
again.
he looks at the dead rat and goes, "You should have known it was me."
Oh, I knew that was you that shot it. I didn't think you would. I thought you just shot it and left. I thought you just
No.
shot it and left.
No,
Yeah,
I shot it to find out where they were coming from.
Well, we fixed
Then
it.
I went to get metal.
She kind of points over. She's like, "Well, it's fixed." So there's that. She's like, "What did you expect? Did you expect me just to walk in, and leave the wide open hole there, and be like, no, someone else will get it?" No, that's not.
Honestly, yes, you don't strike me as someone who works a lot. Well, I guess.
I was about to say, "Excuse you?"
I mean, fucking carpentry and shit.
Please, I've done more than my fair share of handwork.
Manual labor, that's what it's called.
I've done my fair share of manual labor. Who do you think fixed up the entirety of my office back at the academy?
I thought they would have paid someone to do it for you. You did that yourself.
No, I did that myself.
Really, they're asking you to stay, and then they won't even give you fucking benefits. Do you even get health care?
I have my own health care, Lucas.
Wow, that's a pretty shitty fucking health care. You should talk to the Better Labor Union. They're fucking you there.
I'm a doctor. I have my own health care. I don't trust anyone else to do it.
You see Turf kind of enter the room.
Dental
like,
at least.
Oh, there you guys are.
Well, yeah, I get that, but I also have a friend who does that, and I just get the benefits just pay for it.
You see Turf enter the room, and he goes, "Oh," and he points kind of in between you guys at the gaping fucking electricity zapping out of the one control box to the electrical. He goes, "Well, that's your problem."
Yeah,
Lucky reaches for the fucking revolver on his hip.
Why is your first instance violence?
Hold on now. We don't need to get all frisky.
The obvious.
Well, I am just saying the obvious, but I mean, look at it. That's why you're not getting power to the base, and...
Wait, here's the thing. Is this our friend, or is
Yes!
Grimm?
This is Turf.
Oh, no, this is Turf. It's the guy who helped us out of the fight earlier.
Yeah, we hugged, and you cried over loss. You don't remember any of that.
You mean you cried on me over loss?
I was going through a rough patch, alright?
Fair enough.
I had just watched my leader die. It's not been a great 24 hours, mate, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's not been a great... How many years has it been? 7? Not been a great fucking 25 years. I think he's 25, 26.
Don't be so hard on yourself, mate. Come on now. We all in this, right? We're supposed to be somewhat of a team, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 4 of us. I know this isn't Team Scar, but... Oh, actually, there's 5 of us.
At the like iterance of the word team, he does like it's almost like you just see like the hair stand on the back of his neck, and he just goes, "I work alone," and he just goes, "There anything I can do, or are you good here?"
Well, if you can repair that, then I'll get something together for us. I did mention Val has made breakfast for everyone.
I'm good. What does he ask me to repair?
So there is an electrical box on the wall that is clearly overheating. Too much power being routed into it. There's a simple fix you know of that can bypass a couple of the couplers, because these generators have been not kicked on for a long time. So they just need,
the problem is overheating.
It's running a lot and sparking out the motherboard on the board on the inside of the electrical box. I don't know anything about electricity, but I'm just making my best guesstimates of it.
So it's no, I get it. So I think he's going to take his belt off, sort of bite down on it, grab a make sure that he's grounded where his shoes are, like he taps his shoes together. Okay. And then he's going to almost like start working on it, knowing he's going to get shocked and just powering through that pain.
You just kind of get a zap to your fingers, but it doesn't. You felt worse, you know.
Oh no, he just grits his teeth on his belt and he just keeps working. Is there anything I have to roll for that?
I wanted to do an engineering roll because I've seen that written down here on some of the stuff I can look at, because I was looking up stuff for like
engineering.
Skill checks. I just don't know what that would be.
Engineering. Yeah, I do wish it.
Because like when you look at all of these, some of these are just there isn't like enough context to some of these roles, I guess.
Engineering would either, I'd say, be intelligence or sleight of hand, like either a base intelligence check or a sleight of hand check.
I'll take whatever one's your highest.
Sleight of hand would be my highest at a +9.
Okay. I'd say that would make sense for you.
He's dexterous as fuck, boy. Ooh, that is 18, 19, that's 27.
27. Oh, hang on. You know what?
Yeah, 18 plus 9.
There you go. Yeah. So you're able to you start essentially just rewiring it and kind of starting from scratch with new wiring, coupling, and some fuses that will make it, it'll hold a lot more and contain a lot more energy. That way it's not short circuiting or overcharging the fuse box. So you manage to do that, and you start seeing things flicker back to life properly the way it should be. And from Turf in the other room, he went back to the engine room, or the room where the generator is, and it finally hums to life, stabilizing it for the first time in years.
I think another as my final touch for my fixing, just because I am just a kind of a weird dude. He's gonna go to the kitchen, grab a bottle with some ice.
You walk into the kitchen and you see Val cleaning up, and she's like, "Look what I found! I found cake mix." And she's like making, she's about to make a cake now. She's like, "You guys have a great setup here. Why would anyone leave?"
In, she's like, "I'll help you with this one. I'll help you with this one."
As the power starts fully reflickering, you do hear the radio kick back on. I'm gonna play this for you. Let me know if you can hear it.
Breaking updates following the takedown of the Crown, once Vacuo's most dangerous criminal network. According to officials, the decisive assault was led by Team Jaeger, composed of Huntsman Jade Rose, Glacia Song Schnee, Avery Aquin, founder of Quintech, and Jackson Fox, who remains missing following the final confrontation. Authorities warn that remnants of the Crown's leadership may have escaped into the desert. Civilians are urged to avoid Badlands routes until investigations conclude.
And the radio, kind of the batteries on it, kind of crap out too.
I think at the acknowledgement of the Crown being taken down before he could, he holding this glass bottle in his hand, he just crushes it in his hand and it shatters, and just blood starts trickling down his hand.
Don't believe what the media says, kid. It's all wrong. I mean, how can they, if one lead gets taken down, you think the rest falls? I don't believe that for a second. Right?
Well, depending on which leader it is.
Well, they say it was Goliath, right? I mean, I don't know.
They
I didn't hear
say
that.
it, but
I mean, they said the leadership. That is the Goliath. He's the leader.
Did they say where he was taken down?
I don't know if I wrote it in that specific audio log, but I would say I wanted you to get the point across. It was Haven. It came from Haven, that area.
In my research of the Crown...
Actually, hold up. I was gonna say you do recognize that specific reporter as the Haven reporter, so you know that came from there. So that's how you would know.
In my specific research, of the Crown, would I know about whether if I knew the current location of Goliath? I knew if his whereabouts were anywhere close to Haven to maybe signal they did indeed.
I guess history check?
Or insight?
I'd say history. Give me a history check, yeah.
Ooh, that's a stinky boy. That is a 9.
Okay. I will help you with this one because it's very interesting you say this. You did mention at one point you had gauntlets, that you wanted to do gauntlets. No,
they were Quintech gauntlets. Remember?
So you look down at your hands you see the Quintech logo as the prototype for the first gauntlets that you got from your old pal Avery Quinn, and more than anything, because you don't exactly know the answer of that right now, But one person that would know the answer is Avery Aquin, your old homie.
I think he goes. He just pulls out his. I'm gonna make this tablet thing his scroll. He upgraded his own scroll.
He's one of those dads that has tablets for phones.
Yeah, it's like he just quickly. His hand is still dripping blood, and it's like he just one-handed sends out a text to Avery, just Avery. Quick question about the crown. Who was the leader you guys took down? Sends it out, puts it back in his back pocket. And then he goes, gets another glass bottle, puts some more ice and water into it. Just still squeezing his hand tight, and blood just keeps dripping down his hand as he takes that bottle, goes back to the electrical closet, and then fucking just where he found the most heat is being pulled from, he's gonna jam that glass bottle in between that, and then strap it down with duct tape so that it has sort of a liquid heat sink that sort of pulls a lot of the heat and cools it.
You just see it kind of cooling down, and you're trying to get a stronger signal to send that out, you're saying?
No, that's just as he got that information, he was doing this to make sure that because it is a hot desert, he is giving it an extra layer of stopping the heat from going too far by creating this artificial heat sink.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, and his hand is just dripping blood at this point.
Cecilia does see that as he goes and he leaves to go do that. And then you see, Turfy goes, that guy does not know when to quit, and just he's on the go, isn't he?
Yeah, it's awkward. I found him in the back of the truck when he tried to sneak into the truck on the way here without telling me.
Val goes,
oh yeah, by the way,
Val does say, she does say out loud.
Sorry.
Val does say out loud, he's really dreamy though. It's referring to fucking
Val.
Lucky.
Val,
he's
darling.
fucking hot.
Look at him, dude.
Look at him. I don't want to sound gay, but actually, I don't care about sounding gay. I'd fuck that man. I would fuck that man. He is hot.
Val, honey, maybe you keep those thoughts to yourself.
I'm just saying.
I never said you can't say that. It's your opinion.
I'm
Great.
just saying.
Let's not say
Look
that.
at his tattoos. Where'd his other tattoos go?
Also, Tony.
Yeah.
A little thing I want to say for her outfit. The only difference that I had with her outfit from Baldur's Gate is you see how it has the little bottom part of her tunic.
Where here?
Under the belt, underneath of the belt.
Here.
Those little flaps, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not there. It's more like she's just wearing really bright white jeans, kind of or leggings in a way.
It does randomize it sometimes too, so it's it's hard to keep consistency, but it is cool that just for reference photos and a way to visualize it for us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who's the dude with the mustache?
That's fucking
Luigi.
That's Turf.
Fucking Luigi.
That's Turf. Look, he's got his toolbox. I made sure it said toolbox.
It's fucking Luigi.
He's got his gear. Look at him. Because you'll see that the other ones of Turf are just random ones that because I didn't have a look idea of what I want him to look like. So, and you do see Grimmlock in the background with his helmet on. He's always worn this helmet. You've never really truly seen his face, and he's just kind of
fucking Shredder.
Yeah, I don't know. I told it. I was at the end of it, I said, "Oh yeah, throw Grimmlock in there," and then that was it.
Shredder in the background.
He's just kind of sitting there, his hand in his head. He goes, he almost looks like he's. You actually do see he must have been drinking in the hours where everyone was just maybe asleep or not asleep. He maybe drank a little bit, so he's just kind of maybe he's got a headache. You're assuming you see a couple of beer bottles next to him.
Also, I do want to state this for Lil and Grimmlock, for Sicilian Grimmlock. This sort of constantly on the move, constantly doing something, disregard for himself sort of mentality is very new for Lucky.
Yeah.
Like, you guys remember him as being happy-go-lucky, a little goofy, sort of nonchalant, but very, like, when it comes down to it, he is super reliable. This is, like, a completely different person at this point.
Yeah.
Alright. Cecilia kind of, like, stretches a little bit. She's like, I'm gonna go make sure this car is all stocked for when we have to leave.
Roger that.
We're not gonna leave anytime soon, but better to make sure it's all stocked for when we leave, because, to be honest with all of you, I only packed for one person. But now there's 5 of us.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that. It was a little crammed climbing in. Perhaps we can convert
Apologies,
it.
I packed for one person.
We could convert it at some point somehow. Maybe take the turret off. Perhaps. I mean, who needs a big giant turret? I don't know.
She walks over and she taps she kind of like taps the middle console, because she's the car is basically, like, I think I told you, it's like part of her AI that she has that she was given.
Yeah.
So you see her kind of like toying with the controls in the middle, and you see the car kind of like a set of seats folded backwards after the back seat. So like it basically extends the car another like length.
Okay. Are you gonna talk to your AI?
Yep. As she's like kind of poking in, she's like, Cersei, we need to make the car bigger. Can you help me with this? As she's like typing it all out.
Okay, hold up. There you go. There you
Also,
go.
something I just noticed, and I hate that I noticed it. Why does Lucky have partly a bulge? Why the fuck is Lucky got a bulge? Is
Jesus.
He's packing.
Why?
He is packing.
Why is
That
it
is
wrong?
fucking
I don't
crazy.
care,
I
but
wasn't
why is
even
it
looking, bro.
prominent?
I was not even looking at
I
all. I never seen
I
that.
wasn't looking at that. I was looking at Grimmlock. Did that man look at him? And my eyes drifted away from him for 2 seconds.
Jesus.
Here's the thing. I did not put that in my description of him.
Like, why is he packing? What the fuck? Why does the image
Jesus.
make him start packing? Like, why?
He's packing always, man. What are you gonna do?
Oh my god.
You Cecilia, in the kitchen where everyone's still at, I guess. Val is making a cake with you, and she's mixing ingredients together. She goes, I don't know why you guys would ever leave this place. You got like everything here. Like it's a whole freaking bakery.
She kind of laughs. She's like, well, that's what you do when it's a shelter you come to if when you're on the run.
Like there's like no Grimm dollar stores around here. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like you guys had everything here. This is awesome. And then
Well, that was also partly Scarlett's idea.
you see Grimmlock kind of stand up abruptly, and he goes, I need to go. And he kind of starts storming back up to the bathroom area again. As you see him going up, he's like scratching, like almost like a crackhead kind of.
I think of like Shigaraki from My Hero.
Yeah. You hear the bathroom door slam shut.
That man in the bathroom, I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, he was all growly.
Does
This
the air
morning,
make him itch?
He stormed up from the. He was
Does the
he was
air
like
make him
awake.
itch?
I'm almost certain he was awake like all freaking night. Like he was sat up in his chair in the medical bay all night. Like I made a little cot in there and to sleep in. I was like, man, this guy like is like on guard at all times. And then he just storms up, and then like he went to the bathroom and he was being all growly. He's a weird guy. Is that that's your friend?
Friend is a word for it, I guess.
Man.
He's definitely different from before. Can't really put my finger on it.
I don't know. Maybe he's going through something just like you guys have been going through stuff.
Both of them are totally different from the last time I saw them.
Yeah.
Well, Lucky not so
know,
much, but
She says, the Team Scar thing's starting to make a little bit more sense.
Well, that's what we all have scars, whether they're visible or whether they're not. She's like, she after they're finished baking the little cake, she's like, I've got some research to do before we leave. If you do need me, or if you somehow burn yourself or do anything dumb, or if you find Lucky doing something dumb to himself, just bring him up to me. I'll be up in the medical bay. As you see her kind of like go towards the stairs and start to walk up really so she can go. This is where she's gonna go finally try to see whatever the fuck that little like fur was that she found earlier was.
As you walk up, Turf turns to you, says, "Hey, whenever you decide to come back, I'm gonna start working on. You guys have a central command terminal here. I'm gonna see if I can get it up and running if that's all right with you."
Yeah, go for it. Maybe with luck, maybe we can get a hold on Scarlett. Doubt it, but maybe it. Because she kind of like looks at the amulet again. She's like, Can it? So since she's the one who it was given to, can it be that she's finally realized what it's kind of shining for?
Yeah.
She kind of like. So she kind of holds it. She looks at it. She's like, the reason that everything's shining except for the red is because Scarlett's not here. That's why it's flickering. So she's close, but not close enough that it would shine brightly.
I totally forgot about my semblance, and I haven't been using it, but I should.
Oh.
Yeah, your fucking luck, where you roll with advantage on everything.
A thought comes across you too. You think back to, and I think this thought would kind of eventually come across to Lucky as well. That you realize that news report kind of enters your head again, and you realize that if the crown has fallen, then there's only one last chess piece on the board. An old enemy of yours that had actually been in Scarlett's original background that came back to essentially haunt her. Not Ironwood. A fellow freelancer who decided to betray the freelancers in Atlas.
Is it fucking Felix? Is it fucking Felix? God damn it.
You guys at one point met a individual known as CT, and she was a ex-freelancer who decided to betray everyone.
Carolina? Oh no, CT, yeah.
By working with a resistance group that eventually migrated into the Crown. And CT one day had to prove herself. She had to prove which side she was truly loyal to, and that meant making a very big call. She executed a fellow freelancer. His name was Jason 417, Scarlett's brother. And you were told early when you guys were initiated into Shade Academy, and you guys all met for the first time. At one point, I guess at some point you learned of Scarlett's background and where she came from and what happened when she got here, and it was just a sign of like, man, she, that just happened to her, and she's now kind of looking to restart somewhere else. So that gives you kind of an idea of where Scarlett was first coming from when she first started with you guys. But at the end of the day, you do know that CT, at some point throughout your time at Shade, kind of like your guys' Roman Torchwick, she was a player on the board that was behind a lot of bad stuff that happened with the Crown and the trafficking of faunus and humans and all that kinds of stuff. And this was
So she's been on my radar.
She has been on your radar, yes. And she was the one responsible for the attack, the final battle that separated Team Scar. She was responsible for the Grimm invading, knocking down Shade's borders in order for the Grimm to be let through. And even there were underground tunnels built into the city that stormed up, where essentially underground caverns, they drilled up through the city and brought Grimm with them to attack the city. You guys stayed behind to fight and save as many people as you possibly can.
And Scarlett went after CT.
Scarlett chased CT along with Grimmlock, who decided to go with her, mainly because he kind of like, I don't want to say like a dog, but like kind of like
he didn't want
like,
anyone to go by themselves.
Yeah, exactly that kind of way. And you got one final look with Grimmlock as he decided to follow Scarlett, and you kind of you guys both gave each other like a nod in your final moments, and he ran off. And as far as you're concerned, that was the last time.
After that, Cecilia almost died.
Well, it's that we understood what Grimmlock was doing. We didn't understand what Scarlett was doing, I think is like the dynamic I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like, Grimmlock was like, I can't let her go to her death. I have to at least try and save her.
Yeah.
And we were like, we understand. Go protect the dumbass. We'll stay here and protect the people.
So, yeah, and essentially what you guys saw in those final moments were civilians trapped inside Shade's walls, students fighting for their lives, Grimm swarming the front gates, and a Crown assault team aiming to breach from the inside with their drilling system they developed. And you guys essentially, that was your main thing, was to stay behind. They saved Shade Academy from falling that night, but they never saw what happened behind the dunes.
Tony.
Yeah.
So, going back to like me, like when I was like looking for information in that fighting pit.
Yeah.
I was looking for like a higher up in Crown. Would that have been CT?
So yes, actually, as a matter of fact, in many ways, CT was probably one of their
right
most one of
like a right hand, like
because a lot of their soldiers that were kind of conscripting with the Goliath, as we saw in the Jaeger campaign when we took him down, the big bear that was pretty much our Fisk essentially of our universe. Essentially CT was working very closely alongside him and was behind many of his schemes. She had the abilities of a freelancer that could accomplish a lot of missions, especially with the ability she was given and the AI that was in her head. Most of this intel you also got from Scarlett, telling you almost everything she knew about CT in those days. By the time she became a threat, like you're naturally as you guys met as a team, started becoming teammates, and then stuff started happening, crimes and such, and then it led you into your pursuit of CT once again. As she did not, and it turns out, Scarlett tried to walk away and start anew and find herself, while CT just wasn't letting that go. So she chased her down and was determined to get back at her for something. And they were comrades. I will say too, you do also know that Scarlett and CT at one point were teammates at Freelancer as well.
Okay. Tony, I have one more quick thing, I think. It's just basically because when we talked about my backstory, we talked about how it's like my fingers were taken, like why on my right hand I only have 3.
Yeah.
Is because of in that raid where I lost people.
Yeah.
I got my fingers were taken by their general, but I never really specified the general.
Okay.
I think, honestly, because it feels like I've been chasing this like person, I'm thinking maybe it was I had an interaction with CT as well, and she's the one who took my fingers. And maybe she still keeps him around as like a taunting keepsake, as a villain would. Yeah.
Because in a way,
I don't want to control how you play CT, obviously, but like I definitely think that CT would feel like the more we talk, the more we get into the story, the more it's like my backstory's fleshing out a bit of like, okay, so I was hunting someone from Crown. Crown is being taken down, except for the second in command. I'd probably be going after them. CT is second in command. I lost my fingers to someone. Maybe it was CT. I think is my thought process as I play. So if you want that to be the case, let me know. If not, like I said, it was another random dude in Crown.
In a way, everyone on the team has individually had a one-on-one fight and encounter, like, you know, Monty fight style, like that kind of like battle at one point individually with CT, where at first she started picking on all of you to get at Scarlett. Before you guys were really even aware of who she was. There were random attacks and things, just weird things happening in the city that you know, was abnormal to your day to day at the academy. And eventually it led to these full scale assaults, and you did eventually find, like, that same underground ring is part of a network that Lucky has pretty much mapped out, a network of all of these different locations where it was
the
a
group I've been
brawling.
hunting.
The collectors who would collect the individuals for selling them to somebody.
So definitely I think that raid after the group split up when Lucky was going after CT and he lost 14 men was CT, I think.
Yeah.
So I remember I said that, like, whoever took my finger still, like, keeps them on them as like a trophy. I don't know if CT would be the person to do that, but
maybe one of her because, you know, there's always going to be a sidekick
her
like Neo, so maybe your own
lieutenants.
Yeah.
Maybe they're carried around by her lieutenants as trophies.
Yeah.
Claws of the Dragon or whatever.
That would make sense. But at the end of the day, for Cecilia and Lucky, Shade Academy praised them as heroes for saving Vacuo, but neither of them ever received word from Scarlett or Grimmlock again. And what hurt kind of the most was just, you know, most of you guys had to assume that others died chasing CT, and their names were added to the missing list. And whatever kind of brought you and Cecilia to go your own separate ways for a bit is still between you guys, of course. However you guys wanted to play that.
I think, or at least I know with Lucky, I think it was more that where Cecilia wanted to go into defensive protect those in Vacuo, I think Lucas was more, the only way to protect those is to kill the bastards who, well, or at least not, at first it was to capture the bastards, and then it's, as time went on, he went from capture to this more brutalist style of, you have to kill the body as a whole if you want to stop the cancer from from corrupting what's left.
That makes sense.
Cecilia always has had the idea that you can don't go chasing, keep protecting what you have present. That's why she also didn't follow Scarlett, and she'd rather defend the people who she knows she could defend. It's also why she overclocked when she did it.
I think Lucas had that a thought process until the point in which he lost several people who were dear to him and almost lost the love of his life.
Yeah. And
I think that's when the sort of brutalist nature sort of clicked in his head.
Yeah. And at the end of the day,
that life isn't going to treat you fairly, so why should you treat it fairly back?
Yeah. At the end of the day, you kind of, these moments of everything that's been kind of happening replay in your head, questions still unanswered, and you do know that there is one person in the room that you haven't exactly talked to just yet that never really got their side of the story of what happened, and
Grimmlock.
From the other perspective. And like I said, you still know that there are bound to be stuff in the data terminals. You know how meticulous Scarlett was. If she's leaving this many trails, that's likely that you will find something.
Scarlett had OCD. Well,
Lil brought this up too. This phrase that we've said a couple of times, especially coming from Vale, leave a path for those who come after, has been more of like
come after.
From what Lil and I kind of want to do, like, this has been phrase that you've heard quite a few different times.
This is like a phrase we've used a lot
in case,
from our time at the academy to now.
Yeah, in case you guys ever lost track of each other, you know, that was kind of the intent.
Yeah, you leave a trail for those who come after.
Yeah, except...
it's like the fucking, it's like Jenga.
Yeah,
it's
and
like Jenga.
For those who know Critical Role,
yeah,
Jenga.
Don't forget.
But yeah, like I said, yeah.
Really quickly, I'm gonna go grab a Pop-Tart. So I want something sweet.
Okay, when you're back, we'll cut to you.
Yeah, I got you. Give me a second.
So, Chris, we're pretty much with you still. I guess you're back in that electrical room doing what you were doing before.
It's that he finished a patch up. His hand is still bloody. Grabs like a dirty rag out of like off of like the top of like Luigi's tool bag and sort of wraps his hand up.
Yeah.
I'm calling him Luigi until that picture's off the screen. I feel like he's about to go, Mamma Mia!
Are you talking about... Oh, are you calling him into the room?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I thought you're just calling him Luigi. I get you.
I'm just calling him Luigi because he looks like fucking Luigi right now, and I hope he stays that way. Yeah, so it's like after he finishes his repair, sort of so he knows that like Scarlett was like borderline OCD autistic, like kept meticulous records. Where would he go to find those records?
You would be going to the main command terminal in the main room where the kitchen... It's all kind of connected into this kind of like living room sort of command center look.
Living room, command center, kitchen, nook.
Yeah, something like that.
Jesus Christ, such a multi-purpose room.
Yeah. Because it's a relatively small base. It was mainly... It was supposed to feel like a home... and also like a workshop, you know, with the garage, and still be usable as a base of operations.
It was supposed to feel like a home, but be used as like a base of operations that you didn't have to... You could just walk in, do some stuff really quickly, and leave.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna just go in and sort of like, same as he always is, like nose towards the ground and fucking moving on that like axis of gotta get information, gotta get information, gotta get information.
All right.
And he sort of like heads out there, pulls out his notebook as he gets to like the keyboard, sprawls that open.
You do, I will say before you do that, when you do enter the room, you see that Turf has already been working on putting it back together as that looks like there was something wrong with it as well. He was just putting it back together as you enter the room. He goes, there you are.
You get it?
I figured I told Cecilia I would work on the command terminal to get it back online for you. Hopefully there's some clues we can find. I won't invade your space if you're not comfortable with me.
You're fine, Turf.
All right.
I'm just
I know these times have been strange, and I'm giving you all the space you need to. I know you're processing a lot.
You're fine. I'm just not used to being around a lot of people.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I had a team once too, and there were a lot of reasons and dumb arguments. We fell apart and we went separate ways as well. A couple of them died apparently, without my knowledge. And it was strange. And then I actually met Val. She saved me from robbery. Shade Academy. I was introduced to the Expeditionist, and we've been preparing and training and hoping to one day reach those far lands,
To leave a path for those who come after.
Amen, brother. Amen.
So, what seems to be the problem here?
Well, it's I haven't made heads or tails exactly just yet. It's a strange system you guys got here. I've never even used a computer like this. It's built into the table, isn't it?
That was Scarlett's idea because she could have her maps projected.
You see Val kind of
She
walk
also
over
used-
too, and she goes, "Oh, this is easy, guys." And she kind of just
Of course
flips
she's
on.
a tech-
She
of
goes
course
over
she's a
to
tech
the
here.
power strip on the floor, and it's just flick to the off position. Flick. Man, there it goes. My brother used to play Xbox all the time, so it's just, you know.
Can we have it that the first map that pops up is like the first thing that pops up as she turns on the power strip is just a
Welcome.
D&D map from the last time they were in this hideout
Oh
when
my
they were playing
God.
D&D.
Hold up, I will get it. I think I have a D&D map. Hang on.
Just like
see
a
something.
D&D map sort of like floats in midair, and he goes, "We had a lot of time on our hands."
We had a lot of time on our hands.
I can see that. What campaign even was this?
I think it was we were fighting some weird dude who had speed powers.
Oh.
One of us turned into a dragon lady.
Gave me
The
an
other
idea
one
the
of us
second you
turned
did
into a
that.
slime guy.
Hang on.
It was weird.
Then we also ended up fighting a guy who everyone thought was a pervert.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh yeah.
Also, then a dude fought a dragon in midair and then fucked it in midair.
How do
Oh my
you
god,
fuck a
I forgot
dragon
about
mid-air?
yeah,
That
I
doesn't make
forgot
any
about
sense.
that.
I mean, seriously, how do you fuck a dragon mid-air? Honestly.
Skill, torque, and
Fuck is it?
I mean, he was a small person, so he really just climbed into them.
Hey yo.
Oh. That's,
hey fucking yo.
That's very.
I mean, you need to think
alarming.
about how Donkey did it. He just stuck his head in and went, "Hey, you guys!"
That's alarming in many ways.
Alarming.
Yeah,
I can't find anything, but
you're good. No, just like for the first time in like his serious demeanor, reminiscing about these like random things, he cracks like half a smile before he catches himself and goes back to his stoic sort of like iron face that he has.
well, I'm gonna cut this over to Cecilia, who has gone into her medical bay to inspect the fur. Give me an insight check or investigation or something.
Whoa, insight.
I guess insight, yeah.
Well, what
Or
if I'm inspecting it? I think
investigate,
investigation
yeah.
would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like insight is more for like reading people or reading situations.
18.
Investigations for like deeper, like looking for deeper knowledge, and then perceptions like the like base, sort of like on the outside without looking too
Vision.
deeply into it.
Yeah.
Like what you can see.
This one even gave us a tattoo.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
18.
Okay. You know right away that this is not human fur, this is not faunus fur. This is Grimm fur. And from what you can see, there's a lot of it.
I have the idea. I have the headcanon that while Cecilia is doing this, like, have you ever seen like you've seen scientists, right? How they like have their lab coats on, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
white lab coats with their sleeves rolled up, glasses. That's in my headcanon. Like when I have Cecilia and she's like, she's got
Yeah.
glasses on, she's got like her sleeves rolled up and like a white lab coat, and she's like, how did we get Grimm fur down here?
You also realize you're like, wait a minute, that's not even possible because Grimm dissolve when they're killed. So any
Yeah, and Grimm
residual
turned to
trace
dust
of
for them.
anything doesn't make sense.
A physical trace of a physical memento from Grimm being left behind isn't possible. As you see her kind of like, I can see all you're doing, by the way, Tommy.
Oh, sorry. Oh no.
No, I'm just making sure you know that.
It disappeared. Oh no, did I close out the map too by accident? One
No.
moment. Or welcome back. Damn, I was
right
trying to get to the other browser and it fucked up. Hang on. Continue though.
But she's basically like, she's kind of like, you see her kind of like take her glasses off and like like rubber eyes for a minute and then put them back on. She's like, how did... There is a multitude of scientific things wrong with this. One, Grimm dissolve. There shouldn't be leftover fur from a Grimm. Two, how did... Even if there was, how did one get in here without any of the 5 of us noticing? She's like kind of like, she's trying to think, but she's like, wait a minute. Why was it in the hallway? Was it? No, it can't. Did he bring a Grimm into the... How would that even be possible? He was passed out when we got here. And she puts it down, kind of like stands up and stretches, and now she's gonna go ask Grimmlock, because that was her first thought. Because she's like, the only other person that could have, because Lucky would have killed the Grimm otherwise. The other two seem like they would have seen a Grimm if they walked in. And the other thing is, he's the only other person who could have done something. Granted, she still lost as to how, considering that he was asleep when they got here.
You walk down the hallway, going towards the bathroom. The light's still on, and the door is not shut completely.
She doesn't walk in. She knocks. She's like stands to the side of it and like knocks on the door because she knows not to walk in like last time. She's like, "Hey, Grimmlock, you're in here, right?"
He says nothing.
I'm gonna knock again. If you don't answer, I'll just walk in. She knocks on the door one more time. She's like, I repeat, Grimmlock, are you in here?
All you hear is a faint...
She puts her hand down to her hip and like kind of draws her pistol one more time. As she like slowly like kicks the door open with her foot, and she has her pistol drawn into the room. And she kind of like, she counts down to herself. She's like 3, 2, 1, and then kicks the door fully open with her gun raised.
You see Grimmlock's helmet on the floor, and he is sitting on the edge of the bathtub with his head in his hands. He slowly uncovers his eyes, and you see his face for the first time. Grimmlock is a Grimm.
She like slowly like edges closer to him. What the hell's happening?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm
just... Still the same tab.
Your thing is going staticky, that's why you can hear me fine, right?
I can hear you. Hang on, it's just being weird.
Okay. I know if like it was my Wi-Fi or something.
I keep changing the freaking...
There we go. It's coming back. Somewhat.
Hello. Hello there. Is it working?
Hello there.
Is it working, mate?
Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, because
Okay.
It's good. I can still see it.
Okay.
I can still make it out.
Yep.
As she like slowly walks towards...
Chris is
What, Chris?
losing. Chris is dying too.
Do we want to reset the VC and leave and join back?
There we go.
There we go.
Never mind. Chris is fine.
This is alright.
No,
It's alive.
it's that I just need to switch my VC. I just need to switch my internet connections because my one connection was acting slow, so I need to switch the other one.
But she like, so with her pistol kind of still raised but not all the way, she walks up to him and like she's like, what the hell are you?
This is me.
A Grimm. Are you... Now, she doesn't make this quiet. So if people are genuinely listening, they'd hear it. So she kind of like says to herself, she's like, so are you telling me we've been teammates with a Grimm all this time? All 4 years of the academy? The last however many? You were a Grimm and just didn't tell any of us. Oh, let me guess. Scarlett knew. That's why you clung to her like a lapdog. Is that what I'm getting at here?
No. She didn't know.
That's very hard to believe.
She didn't know until I attacked her. The last time I saw her.
Attacked her. So by code, you should be out to the. I should send you out to the dunes right now.
He stands up, soft, not aggressively or anything, and he looks down, and you see an aura flash around him. He kind of activates it a little bit, and you see it shimmer. For the first time ever, you've never met a Grimm that could ever generate its own aura before.
A Grimm with an aura?
You see it the aura starts to stutter a couple times. Sometimes I'm not myself. I can feel the darkness of my true nature. I've been burdened with this since I was a cub. And I wanted to fit into society. I knew that I wasn't like my brothers and sisters. I see what the humans fight for each other, and I wanted a family. So I joined the Huntsman Academies, proved my skills through battle, and then I met you, all of you. But I couldn't bear to tell you the truth, because if you knew what I was, I worried I would be fodder, death, dinner for humans.
She sighs. She's like, Grimmlock, the fact that you didn't tell us, at least to me, Lucky's not here, Scarlett's God knows where. The thing is, you didn't tell us. Do you understand that even if you did, we could have figured something out? I could have been doing research on this years ago to figure out why you're the only one, apparently from what you say, the only one who is like this, has this burden.
Because I know
if you had just explained it, why?
Lucky. More precisely, Lucky's father. When I was a small cub, I didn't know nothing. I had no soul, no thoughts, no emotions. I had only my wits, my skills. And when my pack attacked the humans, I followed swiftly. But I was touched by a man with light in his heart. Later in life, I seen those same eyes in my own teammate. I thought that if I stay close to the light, I will always be me. I would always be Grimmlock, because this is who Grimmlock is. I do not want to be Grimm. But then I made a mistake. When we fled, when you were shaving your people, our people, in Shade and Vacuo, I followed Scarlett. We found the crown. And in our darkest moment, I lost control. I attacked her, and CT got away. And he puts his head in his hands and he just... I didn't mean to cause any of this.
That's another thing that could have been avoided had you just tried to explain things to at least one of us. Not telling anyone burdens you more than you already were. if he would just explained something, figured out something, some way to explain it, that could have never happened. We could have kept you with one of us. One of us could have gone with Scarlett.
I know.
I doubt one of us would have.
He like kind of bangs the side of the tub. I know. I could have done a lot of things and I didn't, and I don't know why. I was not worthy of being Grimmlock.
She like...
I am not smart like humans. I try.
Cecilia...
And you do recall that he was not the best note taker. He really was shit in class. And
he wasn't bright. He wasn't
thought
bright.
maybe it was the helmet, like he couldn't see the words on the paper. Like I don't know.
So is he just so to clarify, he is a sentient Grimm. He is not a man turned into a Grimm. He's not like a werewolf situation.
Yes. So I don't know if you hear this, Lucky, from downstairs, if you're anywhere close by.
Oh no, he doesn't. No,
Okay.
Lucky would not be hearing this.
Gotcha.
He's focusing on the terminal right now.
And when it comes time, I'll re-explain it. I'll keep it how we
Oh
said
no,
it for now.
I'm asking for Chris.
Yeah.
Chris wants to know.
Of what?
Fuck Lucky. Chris wants to know. So my father protected him?
He was a cub when your father was. In my whatever you decided for your father's character, I don't know if you ever thought about that, but if he was a huntsman in any way and he was fighting Grimm at any point.
Well, his dad's Clover.
My dad's
Oh,
Clover.
well then yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Then yeah, at one point when he was a cub, he ran into Clover at a younger Clover age, maybe before you, and maybe around when you were born or something, because you guys would be around the same age, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever Grimm years would be, I guess.
Fucking, I don't know. How do Grimms age
I have no
like
fucking
dogs?
idea, I guess.
Do Grimm age like dogs?
But
Well, then it should be like after me, because like don't dogs only live
you're
to
a
like
teen
13?
then, and I guess he maybe. I don't know. He's not like a dog. He's a fucking Grimm, so I don't know. Anyway,
I'm trying to
he got into a
get too
fight.
technical here.
He, attacked your father's character, and the light within, the same light that's within you, with your unique heritage, somehow, upon his touch and his something about the aura of connected to him and gave him sentience, and he kind of drew away from his heritage of being a Grimm.
Were you talking about the dragon lineage? Because that was my mother, not Clover.
I'll get more into it when it becomes more apparent later in the future, because I've done some sneaky stuff and it's gonna be cool. I've done
Keep
some.
your sneaky stuff to yourself, then. Okay.
We got some chosen one-ish stuff going on, so I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but I'm
Chosen one-ish.
alluding
Okay.
alluding to something greater in the future. But yeah.
Keep your sneaky
Alright.
shit. Okay.
So Cecilia kind of like face palms. She's like, she bends down and picks up his helmet and puts it on him, and she turns around, not looking at him anymore. She's like, "The past is the past." Hold on, I have a quote I wanted her to read. She goes to walk away as she's like, kind of not facing him in the door. She says it like quite out loud. She's like, "The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer you go on in the future, the shorter your past will be. Until one day, that's just a tiny fraction of your life." She's like, "Don't worry about your past. Whatever it is will be long and forgotten by the time you'll probably be older than us by the time we remember." As she, like, the last thing she says is she, like, pulls the door closed and she goes back to the medical room.
In Grimmlock's solitary in the bathroom, he kind of looks at after you did put it on his head, he takes it off and he looks at the helmet. then I will not repeat the mistakes of the past. And he crushes the helmet and just kind of leaves it in the tub. And he walks out and goes downstairs.
Wait, old Grimm goes downstairs?
You see, walking down the stairs in Grimmlock's familiar armor, you see for the first time what lies beneath the mask. Hang on.
I want it to be known. Cecilia
Whether
said
this
she was
is-
going to.
whether this
Cecilia
is the
walked
context of
slowly
this.
behind him.
Oh, hang on, that's for later. No, that's later. Okay, hang on. We'll see that later. We'll come back to that. Sorry. Don't want to spoil anything. You probably already got spoiled, but it's okay.
We don't have context, so.
Yeah. But yeah.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, Chris didn't see it, so.
I'm just
Only
gonna
I
keep it
did.
on this then. I thought I had the image I wanted up in there. I don't. That's okay.
So, full Grimlock walks downstairs.
Yep.
Lucas is always on edge. The minute he sees that, he draws his gun and fires.
Before he gets the bullet hits, you see Cecilia kind of jump over the railing, and she uses her semblance.
That's a nat 20.
Hold on.
Oh, geez,
Just
gonna
like
be one hell of a skill
lightning.
check.
Lightning fast.
Oh shit! Look, I got another one for you too. Oh, I did not think it was gonna look like that, but that actually looks sick.
I rolled a 26 to
26?
block it. I rolled it to block it.
Well,
With
with
a
the nat
semblance.
20, my thing is 29.
Okay.
So I'd still beat your thing, I think.
She does try to jump
Yeah,
in,
but-
but just in a swift motion, she just misses it, and you see it. You see the bullet bounce off of an aura emanating around the body of Grimm.
But do I still roll
It
the
does.
damage?
You still roll the damage because his aura will embrace it, but it does not obviously penetrate the way it would on a
Obviously, so
normal Grimm.
that's-
Yeah.
4 and 5. So 4 and 5 is 9 times 2 is 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 23 points of damage as he just fucking arm snap fire.
Oh, perhaps I deserved that, asshole. And you hear Grimmlock's voice. The same voice you've always heard coming from that thing.
And Lucas is now fucking terrified because there's now a talking fucking Grimm who sounds like his friend.
Hey,
As
Sorry to
Cecilia
tell you
kind
Gun
of,
does not drop.
Cecilia vaulted over the she vaulted over the railing, and even though she was late, she pops up. She's like, "Jesus Christ, Lucky, what is with you?"
Fucking Grimm. Sorry, fucking Grimm.
thanks,
Yes.
asshole.
If you had given even a millisecond longer. Oh my god, you as always shoot first and ask questions later. You've always been that way, Jesus.
I don't think Lucky has been like that. This is still what the
Really?
fuck.
That was the scene prior.
Oh, that's how it was earlier.
Yeah.
Because she had a gun pointed at him earlier.
This is what I mean by it turned Turf into someone else. There's two Luckies now. I don't know why. But he looks more like Lucky's hairstyle than he does, so I don't know.
But now that is more Lucky's hairstyle, the sort of shaggy look.
Yeah, so
His hair is not really well kempt.
this also probably doesn't always completely represent everything, but bloody hell. That's a Grimmlock?
As I was about to say, everyone, let's reintroduce ourselves. Everyone, Grimmlock.
I'm Val. I'm
Sentient
Turf?
Grimm with an aura.
Oh.
Lucky does not put his gun down.
Can I-
know
can I-
how the
Oh,
show
I was-
looks,
oh,
my
okay.
French. I'm sorry to tell you like this, but I am Grimm.
No. No.
Yeah.
He shifts just condescending so fucking quickly.
You're such a dick. I hate you. This
Wait,
has
he
always
told
been
him-
me.
He told her that it was Lucky's dad, right?
Yeah, so you also have the knowledge of what he did at the end of him and Scarlett's journey.
Oh, and she didn't find out if she was okay.
That is all information to
Oh,
you. Yeah.
she didn't find out if she was okay or not. Okay.
That was all information that you hold to yourself at this point, unless you decide to do anything with it.
Cecilia kind of glances back at Grimmlock for a minute. She's like, Lucky, put your gun away first.
You explained to me why I shouldn't shoot this Grimm in the face again.
Because
your dad's the reason he's alive!
I am sorry.
Lucky's face immediately turns, and anger fills it.
He tries to do the Star Trek hand signal at you, but he can only do the one finger on the right side, and he's trying to do that at you, like, remember that you shall always be my friend. Yeah, and he's trying to do the hand gesture.
What the fuck? I don't know what to fucking think right now.
I've always been this way, Lucky. I'm sorry I didn't tell you or anyone.
Why did you bring up my father?
What?
I did.
What? Why?
Cecilia told him.
No, he's not interacting with Grimmlock anymore. He is staring at Grimmlock with his hand on the trigger and then talking to Cecilia.
Considering the fact that the reason Grimmlock has an aura, at least from what I can gather talking to him, is he has an aura because of Clover. I don't know the extent.
That's fucking bullshit. My father was just a lucky man.
Ask him yourself.
More than luck. You have something within you, just like your father. You don't realize.
Oh, I wish I put this a part of my semblance. I didn't, so I don't want to just make new parts of my semblance, so I'm not going to do that.
You have a light within you, Lucky. For I have seen it. And when I am around you, I never fade. I never lose control. Because whatever it is about you makes me me. And you see a tear almost go down his face.
Lucky is seeing this, gritting his teeth. Can I roll a saving throw of some kind? Because I think that, everything in his body is telling him that a talking Grimm is only bad news. So I'm trying to find a way for him to not just pull the trigger. So
I have an idea if you...
I was thinking maybe, try and do a wisdom check to, sort of control his willpower. And sort of a wisdom saving throw to
Sure, you can do that.
Help. And I think he will use his heroic inspiration that you gave me so many fucking sessions ago.
Yeah.
To get advantage on this. Because at this point I don't know. Everything in his mind is telling him pull the trigger. But his heart is saying, I've never met a talking Grimm. He sounds exactly like Grimmlock. Something isn't adding up. Well, that is a 14.
Okay.
Rolled a 9 enough. 11.
So, just recap for me one more time what you were saying. Just a little bit slower.
He has so much conflict in his mind, he's trying to look in his mind for a reason not to pull the trigger.
Ooh.
Or more let his bloodlust be controlled by his will. Instead of let his will be controlled by his bloodlust.
You feel... Normally, your dragon semblance part of you activates when you truly really need it and good times. And what you don't know about the dragon, at least from your perspective, since whenever you become it, I guess you become it or you summon one. I'm not sure how that exactly works for you.
Become it. I think he's never actually become a dragon.
Okay.
So he doesn't know that he has this ability, but he does have the ability to become a. I believe it's a young gold dragon. Let me check my.
Well, I would say, and I think it would be kind of interesting based on what we've seen, is that when you have those scales on you, there are times that they come in really handy. But since you normally don't operate with a mirror on you at all times, what you don't know is that every once in a while, when you need it the most, you get a temporary silver eye. And like I said, you never normally see this until in this current moment, everything becomes black and white. And the energy of the room, the tension that you feel, it's fueled by this light inside of you that you don't harm people. You've done everything you can in your life to save and protect people you love. And Grimmlock was your friend. You know, he was a part of your life, and you fought together. And you know the voice inside you is his, and it's not deceiving you in any way. You feel his emotion, and as your vision kind of focuses in on Grimmlock, you see the red that would normally be in an average Grimm's eyes are non-existent. This image is deceiving, of course, but you see almost like, you know, like a dog's eyes, you know, normal, like a regular, like a wolf, like a zwei, you know, like a pet's eye. It's, you know, you've never seen a Grimm that didn't have glowing red beating eyes before.
Okay. I think sort of even in this sort of moment when like that one white eye appears, even like his hand wrapped around a pistol sort of extends and grows for a second as scales start to coat his entire arm, hiding the tattoos for a second. Which is something none of you have seen, and something not even Lucas has seen.
Yeah.
I'd say. This
is your awakening. You hear a voice in your head.
I do have an ability.
Okay.
As a dragon, I have true sight. I can see with true sight, I can see the true intentions of everything, whether they be invisible, like I know, like they're like whether they're evil, good, whether they are mean malice or not. They're like Fae Fiend undead. If they're invisible, I can see them no matter what. Like, I see, it's almost like seeing within a different realm where it's almost omnipotent.
Mm-hmm.
For a split second as the sort of half transformation happens. And I think he sees that the intent of Grimmlock is not malicious or hateful. And even the status of Grimm that he would see isn't that true. And even this is like mind-boggling to like compile all this information at once. Not even realizing that like his jaw is sort of extended and his teeth is sort of grown. He's not fully transformed into a dragon, I will mind you. Mm. Because a young gold dragon is a large size, so about the size of a fucking house.
Yeah.
So it's more that like his shoulders have gotten a little bigger and he's sort of seeing this and he like removes the finger off the trigger. and just looks. And then looks down at his own hand and looks back. And then he puts the pistol back in its holster. I'm sorry. Got a little tense.
You've given Grimmlock a flashback of his own. He remembers to his early days as a cub when he was first coming about, his first memories he ever retained as Grimm. And because he didn't have a way to understand it when he was a cub, he remembers it clear as day now. He met his god, the god of darkness. But with him, as it always should have been,
The god of light.
The god of light. And
Oh,
when he flashes
shit.
back, that's all he sees when he looks at you.
By the way, even though it's like you can't see like a half transformed, I am gonna show you guys a picture, the like D&D equivalent of what Lucas would look like as a young dragon.
Yeah.
I'm going to preface this. This is what a young gold dragon looks like.
Okay. I'll see if I can throw it on the screen too.
Yeah, I'm
Let
gonna
me
send it.
Put this up so I can get access to this. I'll add it to the slide. Because it's pretty much just, I got Google Slides with these images up pretty much.
All right.
So I just need that where you put in that characters.
Yeah. Let me just save image as bunch of numbers. Let's see, characters. Oh God, no, not Flump. Get rid of the Flump.
Oh, so adorable and cutie. I love it. They're all just cutesy and adorable.
Lil.
The flumps are all adorable.
So it's like you see sort of these like extending features sort of pull out of him before they return. That is what a gold dragon looks like.
Okay, hold up. We're gonna send this to our chat here. Actually, I can probably overlay that with this image here. Let me see something. Did I save it? It's in downloads.
Yeah, that's a young gold dragon.
You know what? I'm gonna overlay it with your image here. Just put it down here, and then we're gonna delete that, and then go here, and full screen, and then we're gonna welcome. Here you are.
And that's sort of like what that door is like. It shows a person to like give you the size of what you'd be looking at.
That was pretty much what Grimmlock saw. Like, I would imagine the black all around that could be the darkness created from the god of darkness, and that is essentially a flash of what he saw in the early days. And when he looks at you, it's all he sees. Why are there two? Wait, there's two Vals! What's going on?
One with an eye patch.
Hold on.
I was just about to say that.
Hang on, I don't know if this will do this. Hang on, I'm just gonna put the picture over top of the fake. That's not her. Okay.
That ain't her. That's supposed to be there.
Well, actually, Tony, I think I have for you an image of the Dragon of Light. I'll also put that into.
Oh, it never showed up. There you go.
I'll put that in as well to
Illustrate
character chat.
Well, yeah. Lil, he's still bulging, this motherfucker. It's right there, bro.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw it now.
This would be a gold worm, a gold great worm, which is essentially the epitome of a god of light with mystic actions.
But yeah, that is essentially, like I said, that is his look, and you see that is his helmet that he took off. This version would be like obviously dented because he crushed it. I didn't include that, but he crushes.
I gotcha.
The original helmet. He's
I gotcha.
So I think Lucas is now sort of like calmed a bit, and he's like, okay. And he breathes.
The second you unlocked your
But so does that mean that like whenever I want, I can use my transformation?
now you can. Just like how disguise, I guess, would have worked in Baldur's Gate, I guess. Something like that. However you want to do that. There's abilities with it too, so yeah.
Well, instead I can cast True Polymorph once a month.
There you go.
Or do you want it to be like I can do it more often?
Like I would imagine in times of need, like where it's like this is necessary, that it's time for him to come out. Like he needs to be here. Definitely.
Yeah, because I think it's like the power is awakened, and he's like has sort of a half transformation at times.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has had a full transformation yet, and I think that like I'd want you to be the one to tell me shit is looking dark. This is when I think you'd awaken.
Yeah, I got you. And yeah, and the second you've unlocked that, when you revealed it and everyone's seen that, suddenly a hand, almost like a panel, a hidden compartment reveals itself from the command terminal, and it's like a handprint scanner, essentially. It just pops up the second you've revealed that to everybody.
Cecilia puts her hand. I guess someone's gonna put their hand on there.
It's also glowing yellow, and it says
also,
ready.
I don't think it's more that he revealed it and more that he experienced it, because I don't even think he knew that was possible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He would have essentially experienced that.
And like I think he's still like looking as his arm as the scales are now subsiding and going back to his tattooed arm, and it's like he's like, what the fuck happened?
Tony, is there more than just one handprint on the thing?
No. There is only the one that opened up directly in front of where he's standing now.
Where I'm standing?
Right in front of you, right in the middle of all you guys, is a command terminal that, you and Turf have been working on for a couple minutes. That command terminal, activates the second you experience that, and Turf says, "Hey, mate, you've got some scales going on there on your."
So is my hand still like draconic?
I would say your hand has some, just like the scaling that appears on your face, you now have scaling on your end caps of your fingertips, the tips of your fingers, and on your palms and the back of your hand, all scaling up with these wicked scales.
As I like
Golden
push,
as well.
as I put my hand closer to the scanner, does it like glow in response?
It does.
Is it like
command handprint analysis complete, lucky, initialized?
I didn't know she put that. What the? Why am I doing a British accent? I didn't know she put that in there. Is this is there like a typing thing, or is it like speech operated?
It is pretty much like I would say it's you have like artificial intelligence inside of it. Just saying, it's actually connected. It would probably be connected to the same AI that Cecilia interacts with. Cersei, which in fact,
Cersei, could you give us any information on the whereabouts of Scarlett?
Of course. Would you like me to play her video message?
She left a video message?
Indeed. Directed for all of you, of course. And then two more hand panels appear for Cecilia and Grimmlock. And you see one larger handprint meant for Grimmlock's bigger hands.
Grim hands.
Yeah.
But how did she know that I would... How did she... Do we have whiskey here?
No. We made this when we were kids.
Grimmlock, do we have any liquor here? I know you hid some from me.
You know I always kept liquor around.
Where?
Go to the keg. It's in the, kept it in the garage for safekeeping.
He just walks out into the garage, comes back with a full bottle of whiskey, just uncorks it and just. Ugh. Well, fuck it. And he places his hand on his scanner.
Cecilia had already placed hers on there way before.
Grim boy,
Wait,
you're up.
give me some ale.
He fucking hands you the bottle. He hands Grimmlock the bottle of whiskey.
You remember Grimmlock can kill a bottle of whiskey pretty quickly.
Keep up,
If you
Buster.
If you drink that all, I will shoot you in the dick. And it won't be because you're Grimm, it'll be because you're an asshole.
You're on.
Does he kill the bottle?
Let's roll. Just straight nat 20s. Or straight 20s. I mean.
Oh, so it's
just roll dice. 14.
15.
You got it. You actually, you guys are like neck and neck, but you kill it first.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying.
So we had 2 bottles? I thought we just did 1 and we were sharing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing 2 and 2.
No, I had a massive bottle of like Jim Beam.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys just kind of share out of the bottle and
No, I said that if he finished the bottle in 1 gulp, I was going to shoot him in the dick.
Oh.
Not because he's a Grimm, but because he's a dick.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys drink, and as for like I said, as for you guys do have 2 more panels that pop up. Do you guys put your hands
Cecilia
on?
already put her hands on hers.
Grimmlock does as well, and you hear Team Scar collected, or I don't know, something. And you see a screen appear. Go right to it. Also, I forgot to share an image of you guys rebuilding the terminal. I kind of generated this in the past. This would have been before. This was a timeline where he didn't tell you first. Lil found out about his heritage, so that's good. We are now here where Scarlett's message appears.
Why the fuck do I just look like a ripped Thor?
That's what I mean.
Who the fuck is the dude in the corner?
That was supposed to be Grimmlock without his armor
Grimlock
on.
is Turf.
Again,
It's Turf.
Oh, that's
Luigi,
yeah.
what happened to you?
He got a beard. He grew a beard in a few minutes.
Luigi?
Yeah. Like I said, it's not very, very consistent, but this
At least we're
is
consistent.
Scarlett's
Well, I
message.
mean, Cecilia's hair is also white now. Okay.
Now it's pink.
Is it? Am I colorblind? That's that.
Yeah,
No,
you're
it's
It's like a
white.
light, light
that's
pink.
It's
It looks
very
really
pink.
white.
It's a light pink.
It looks white.
You see a hologram
It's a
appear.
lightish red. No, it's pink.
You see a hologram appear, showing your friend Scarlett. This is her message. I'm gonna play it right.
Okay, is this thing recording? Great. Hello, everyone. If my calculations are correct, you guys made it, just like you always do. If you're hearing this, then you've come farther than I ever hoped, and you deserve the truth. Not the scattered pieces I left behind, not the silence you had to fill on your own. The unknown regions aren't empty. They're wounded, alive, and whispering with memories older than the gods. The light bleeds red here. Aura twists in ways that shouldn't be possible. And every step feels like walking through the echo of someone else's mistake. It was here I learned that the past we tried to outrun was never done with us. I know our team broke apart on that final mission, the moment the crown struck Vacuo, when Lucky and Cecilia chose to stay and protect the kingdom, and Grimmlock and I chased the one who lit the match. CT never vanished. She fled deeper, using the chaos we failed to stop as cover for something far worse. And now, she's here. Somewhere in the Red Sands, trying to awaken whatever ancient evil sleeps beneath this place. I won't lie. Part of me wishes I could have brought all of you with me then. but our paths split. And maybe they needed to. We're a team built on scars. Mine, yours, the world's, and I've come to understand that a scar isn't proof of weakness. It's proof we lived. It's proof we fought. It's proof we can heal. Lucky, with the light in his blood. Cecilia, with her fierce devotion. Grimmlock, with the hurt he hides. And me, with 3 lives worth of failures and hope. Our scars shaped who we became, but they do not decide who we're going to be. I still believe in you, in us, in what Team Scar meant and means and can mean again. CT is still out there, and she's trying to unlock something none of us are ready for. But I believe, truly, that hope will shine through the scars we carry, just as it always has. When we finally meet again, after all these years, I want you to look at me and see not the person I was, but the person I've become. I'm waiting for you at the end of the red sun. Remember, leave a path for those who come after. Good luck, my friends. Scarlett, out.
Who did the voice?
This was another generated one like the news report.
Oh.
This was a template one that is from the library you can use.
Yeah, community use, right?
The image, the video message turns off, and you were left with access to the computer systems and any files left behind as the computer finally brings to life.
Am I the only one who thinks I look like fucking Joel from Last of Us?
That's crazy.
With a bunch more tattoos?
Yes.
Listen, I don't care as long as I can't see fucking Lucky's bulge anymore.
Jesus.
It's behind fucking Scarlett.
So after the thing ends, you see kind of Cecilia just start kind of playing with the keyboard, and she taps a button and she tells Cersei, she's like, Cersei, download all files to the car so we can pull them, open them up in there.
Acknowledged. Downloading. That's not right. Oh my god, that is also not right. That scared the crap out of me. I don't know why it keeps doing that. She downloads all of the information and uploads it to your data hub in the Warthog.
And that I think Lucas is also gonna go. I don't think he's gonna hide this. I think it's more like they know that he has his own intentions too. Cersei, pull up all information on CT and download it to my data pad. And he puts this like fucking custom built really nice fucking phone onto the fucking onto the table and goes, download it there. Think it's tap. And he taps the phone.
I think it's tap. Motherfucker said, I think it's tap.
Downloading all schematics and information on CT from Project Freelancer.
Also, are there any crown bases out in the wastes?
Unknown.
Any sightings on crown members in the past? How long ago did the crown get taken down by what's it called? By Lucas and the gang? Yeah, Jaeger.
Lucas?
Why did I say Lucas? I meant Jaeger.
I mean Avery and Jaeger.
Oh,
That's
Avery.
what you're trying to say.
What was your question?
How long ago was it that they took down the crown, or at least the Goliath?
This was based off. I mean, you couldn't really know for sure, but that was a live broadcast. We were clicking into a feed. It was picking up a frequency of the radio before it lost service.
Yeah. So I'd say is there any activity among dark dark web like back channels like fleeing Crown members, I'll say.
Let's see. Searching. Please wait a moment. And start scanning the database as...
Is it the AOL dial-up sound?
Yeah, you kind of start hearing AOL sound effects dialing itself up there. Give me one moment.
We don't have dial-up. I don't get why she put this in.
So you do see Val also sitting there with you guys with Turf and everyone else. Turf says, "Well, now's a good time to start cross-referencing all data we could possibly find and figure out something, right?" Well,
I think I will also say, and Cersei, make a copy of all the info, all of my info on my data pad about Crown, about the Crown goings on, and it'll download it. And as it opens up, it's going to be like a murder board style, like
yeah.
7 years of like research and like sort of X's being crossed about like lower level like bosses that have been killed.
I also forgot to mention, can someone give me some perception checks around the room itself?
Perception?
Yeah.
Sure. Where's my bullet? I like my bullet die. Is this a point in which my luck would be active?
15.
I mean, it's not like it's hard. You're just this stuff around, your abode.
So
15.
So definitely. So I can have my advantage, or no?
Sure.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, you know the place, so yeah, I imagine. I'm trying to figure out what I was looking for before.
Ass. That is fucking ass. Where's my perception? Fucking 8.
All right. Give me one.
I rolled 15,
second.
by the way.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure something out.
I don't want to put the bullet die in the bad boy container just
In
yet.
the fucking dice jail.
Yeah, because like it rolled a nat 20 as well. Shoot my ally, but it still rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to.
You good? Take your time.
Fuck. I'm trying to remember what I wanted you to roll for.
You said perception and then about like stuff around us?
Yeah, it was something specific, but I could not for the life of me. I'm sorry, I'm blanking right now.
I'm gonna roll for big booty bitches. I rolled a 3.
Nice. You look around your surroundings and you see, okay, there we go. So you look around the room and you notice you guys had an old whiteboard where it was kind of like your criminal crime board sort of thing, where it used to be on the front half of the room has been moved over towards the complete opposite side of the room, and it has like a blanket over top of it. And as you approach it, and you kind of rip it, the blanket off, and you do see exactly what Scarlett has been kind of mapping out in terms of sort of crown activities.
Does it resemble my research?
It's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much everything that you would have downloaded. There's other local files stored there as backups, pretty much is what you found. This is more of her outlining it. She was more of a visual kind of person. You see...
Sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I think he just like muttered to himself, clever.
And some of these handwrite from Scarlett's handwriting scattered across, some old maps put up there as well, torn parchment, schematics, and expedition reports. You see hazard zones outlining going beyond known remnant space into the unknown regions, where you start seeing outlining and preparation for a full-fledged map, which is not on this board. You also see Grimm migration data of different, essentially, locations where Grimms tend to migrate the most and such. And you also see coordinates with circled warnings and a phrase often repeated that says, "Don't trust the shadows in the sand."
Don't trust the shadows in the sand. That's
Well, that's a different phrasing.
That's paranoid phrasing, if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You also think if there is schematics here for a larger map, you do try to look for somewhere possibly where you would find such a thing.
I think Lucas is just going to focus on I think he's going to focus on like I wanted to see if I can try and using my research and her research try and figure out like pinpoint at least what direction she was going.
Okay.
Remembering the phrase "don't trust the shadows in the sand," trying to maybe cross-reference that with other like information or code phrases he might have come across in his hunts.
You also see written all over the board in different locations, kind of like she was writing it like frantically almost, and you keep seeing the word reclaimer.
Reclaim.
And there's a gold dragon circle around one of the words. You do see a golden dragon, like a comic book, cartoony sort of dragon that she drew around the words.
Huh. Interesting. Reclaim. I wonder.
Hey, Tony.
Yes,
I was gonna ask if by now, so we've been here for a while, right?
Yeah, you guys have been in base for some time.
Does it sound like the storm's let up yet?
You do. It's hard to tell through your windows, as there's always going to be there. From what you remember, there's always constantly wind blowing sand everywhere. Yeah. You do have a weather a weather transmitter that can tell you the condition of the everything you need to know for the sands and stuff. That Turf brought up earlier. Actually, he did say he was getting that working as well. That's all done by now. Yeah, he would have probably walked off by now fixing stuff.
Cecilia kind of thought process run. She's like, Cersei, what's the weather outside?
Scanning. It appears the winds are at an all-time low. The storms will be picking up soon, and it'll be safe to travel.
Well, estimated time?
What are we sending me, Chris?
Oh, this is a magic item. This is a magic item I've been wanting to use, but also another things that I think it might tie into an idea I had about maybe a way to because like you said, I have a power of the light, but also that the power of the darkness is also there. Maybe this
Just
might
the
be a way to
light. Oh, well, there's an element that you feel now more than ever. You've felt in this connection between you and Grimmlock, and you know that especially Cecilia also picked up on this. The second you walked away in the kitchen, his aura began to flicker again, and
well, it's that I had a thought process when I heard Reclaimer.
Okay.
And the golden dragon, and
Yeah.
I think this is more of a Lucas idea, and I'm sort of bringing it into D&D terms of how I might be able to sort of bind that either in a way of like getting closer to the darkness in some way.
Okay.
But it's this idea of like this is like a magical tattoo, so it's more of like the mechanical way to connect it.
Okay.
But it's more just this idea of like reclaimer.
And then
I'm thinking
when you say that out loud, Cersei pings Cersei, and she says, "Reclaimer, searching file in registry, downloading files for Reclaimer, schematics." And
Schematic.
you see a file appear on the screen that that reads an actual folder that reads Reclaimer files.
I open it. Is it like a device? Is it a person? Is it a feeling?
You see the next files appear as so. You see an image captured from clearly a Scrolls camera, documenting what looks to be an ancient glyph in some sort of temple. Something that Scarlett discovered.
Why does that look like me?
Mike, I think that is you.
Yeah, Lucky, I hate to break it to you, that looks identical to you.
There's a map, too. Temple of Lights. And hope guarded by powerful creatures. In the unknown regions. We've never seen a map of these regions like this, have we? I don't think anyone's ever made anything like that.
Well, we know that Scarlett is a cartographer.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's not be surprised if we haven't seen one like this, considering the fact that it's Scarlett we're talking about. She builds things out of nowhere.
I mean,
I'm gonna try something. Grimmlock, can I see your blood for it? Can I see your hand for a second?
Sure. He gives you his hand willingly.
He grabs like a little bowl and puts it over his hand and then pulls out a knife. Let your aura down for a second.
I can't do that, Lucky. You know that. If I let it go completely,
You do also, the second he says that, you think back to your days in Vacuo. Both you and Cecilia picked up a lot that throughout his training, and he was religiously obsessed with keeping the status of his aura. Like, he was always checking his aura gauge on his scroll, and you've never ever seen him drop his aura because he made it that imperative that he was never gonna be put in that situation.
Let me try. I have an idea. Can I try and like focus that transformation but hold it so I don't like fully Drake out, but sort of like pull that sort of energy out of me, wrapping around my hands and trying to, instead of having him fully drop his aura, basically use the light inside me to open his aura enough for me to cut his hand.
Give me an Arcana check.
And high stakes roll, I'm assuming, so I am
I
going
have
to
a number picked out, yeah.
what?
I have an idea of what the AC will be.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming high stakes since this is like
Or the, what is it, DC? That's what that's
difficulty class, yeah. I'm gonna burn one of my luck points here to get advantage. See, honestly, I like the idea that my luck is based off of my feet, and not like, oh, I have luck all the time. I'm like lucky all the time. I think it's just in moments where I really need it. So I like the idea of just using the lucky feet.
Yeah.
It makes it a little like less busted. Okay, so you said Arcana. That is a 13.
Okay.
I've not been rolling good.
You are able to do what you are setting out to do here. You are able to use your light as an anchor, essentially, as in many ways you have always been Grimmlock's anchor whenever he was around you, which is why in most times in combat he always stayed closest to you. Even when, because I'm not sure, I don't know if we discussed how the teaming or the partner system worked for who met who first.
We said it was me and Lucky, and then you and Grimmlock.
Because despite his connection with Scarlett, being the first person she ever met, became members of the team with, he stayed primarily close to you in combat situations when everyone was able to stay close by.
Yeah. So I think he opens it just enough with the knife, cuts the side of his hand, and then lets some of that blood drip into the bowl, and then immediately let his aura close again.
He's kind of shaking and
I rest my hand on his shoulder and sort of just try and let my light go into him a little bit.
Give me a character sheet. Nature check.
Fucking nature check?
Yeah, we're throwing some nature in here, motherfucker.
Fucking where's my... Fuck me.
Uh-oh.
Is this my D20? Yeah. That's a nat 20.
Okay. All right.
My bullet die, it rolls shit and then it rolls nat 20s.
Your calming embrace silence the noises, the voices in his head telling him to eat, crunch, kill, drink their blood. He feels silence as if it was never there in the first place.
And then he's gonna remove his hand off his shoulder and then take the knife. And as his scales and scaled draconic hand are now exposed, he's gonna cut his own hand and drip that blood into the pool of dark blood. And then let it mix.
She goes
see what happens.
You see Vale kind of tap on Cecilia's shoulder. Is this like a cult thing?
Not really. I guess not that way.
Oh, okay. He's like cutting people and stuff. Is that okay? There's like blood. That's weird.
Does anything happen? I'm sorry. Does anything happen when the darkness and the dark blood and the light blood mix?
You see that just while there is his blood by nature is Grimm. Not that Grimm really have blood, but they do have that glowing red inside of them when they've been cut in half, and I would imagine in a more gritty setting there would be, some ooze, blood, something. And
yeah, definitely.
It is still by nature Grimm. The aura is the manifestation of a soul, which means that is all of Grimmlock is his aura, essentially. So his blood, his nature, his biology is still Grimm. But your blood
is something else from
is something
what
else.
from what everyone is telling me, even though I'm just like, I'm a dude.
You see the red, because his blood is more red and it's glowing with this radiating evil.
Also, what does my blood look? Because I know normally my blood looks, like blood.
In this
Does it
instance, your
still look
blood
like
is
blood?
just your blood is yellow, dog. Like your shit is straight
Like
yellow.
golden?
Like
golden blood.
Like your as gold as your scales.
Huh.
And you see the gold glow and the red glow cancel one another out, whereas it is pure light, essentially, and it almost dissolves completely. Evaporates is the better word to use. And what's left of the puddle is just remnants of flickering light that is kind of materialized like glitter.
Wow, so sharp.
So you know that tattoo that I sent you, the idea?
Yeah.
Because this is basically almost like a condensed form of light and dark mixed into one.
Yeah.
This point, if I were to drink it,
You want to drink your own blood?
Well, technically, I'm drinking a hybrid of light and dark energy. At this point,
No.
Would I gain the benefits of this tattoo? I'm trying to see if I can get
That's a really fucking cool way to do that. So abso-fucking-lutely, and take an inspiration point for it too, because that's really cool. I was like, yo, that's kind of sick if that materializes the fucking tattoo baked into your skin like fucking hieroglyphics.
So
that shit's sick.
I'm going to go. This fucking tapestry shit looks like it's some kind of weird destiny thing. I saw this in a movie once. And he fucking downs the hybrid light and dark energy. And he just sits there for a second. And then as his scales sort of melt away, he drops to one knee. And then another, as this energy, these like black veins start to climb up his neck, sort of fusing with his tattoos, and then pulses of gold as they sort of start to blend in with his tattoos. And
Christos there.
What?
You fucking Christos there in your golden blood.
Yep. And he sort of drops to his other knee and and he spits up a bit of normal blood as several increments of his tattoos start to glow golden and purplish green energy as they sort of start to form. Do you see the symbology on the tapestry? How it looks nothing like his tattoos, but they look. I think that's what these sort of veins start to form, are these golden golden markings all across his chest and arms and back. Sort of like what the tapestry looks like. As they sort of set, and they just pulse, and then fade into the ink that is already there of his tattoos. And he sort of sits, hands on the ground, looking down. And one of his eyes is pure white. Like this pure silver eye. That true sight again, that just lingering for a second. I'm gonna look up at the image of the Temple of Light. Does my true sight show me anything?
Your
Tony?
true sight with the when you look at the map, you see when only you see this when you look at the map, you see a light meant for you and for you alone. It is your destiny you're looking at. You feel a calling in your chest that you have to go there. And you also feel a connection to remnants. The ground beneath your feet, the walls, the sand. You feel a feeling you haven't felt since your golden days when you were happy and full, like, I guess yourself in many ways back when things maybe were just easier, when the team was together. And you feel that light. And it makes you so happy, even if it's for a flickering moment, as you remember the scars that came along the way after the fact. And your true sight starts to fade, but that imprint almost burns into the map, even though that's pretty much an image on the screen, it almost burns into the data of the map, and eventually everyone sees a burn hole through the map on the screen.
We need to go there. I think that's where she is.
We're gonna just go off of this. Okay, well, we got no other leads.
And he just looks at he looks for these tattoos that are now just fused in with his own tattoos. And he looks up at Grimmlock. That was an experiment, wasn't it? And there's that smile. That smile that you haven't seen 7 years. Full, big, toothy grin from the face of someone who's clearly just done something incredibly stupid, but is so proud of it.
Cecilia, because she was organizing stuff to get ready for leave when the storms closed
My
up.
cake burned!
She's like,
you see Vale running back to the oven that's been on for like at least like 45 minutes to an hour now, and she pulls out the cake. Whew, it's fine, and you see it's completely burnt. But again, she's just
fine?
weird. Well,
I just
got
look
some
fine.
ridges. It's got some ridges.
just look-
it's burnt to the core.
I look over to Luigi? What's his name?
Turf.
Not Luigi. His name's not actually Luigi.
He sees your tattoos. He says, "Man, I need to go to whatever godly parlor you be going to."
What, did something happen to my tattoos?
No,
You-
they look amazing, actually.
Grimmlock says.
I
That was
Well,
quite a
at lea-
display you put on. You've unlocked something within you.
It was a hunch. I thought I heard Reclaimer, and I thought of an old story.
And you saw something else as well that comes back to you, and it was flashing. You also saw just kind of like flashing images of things that didn't make sense at first, but you saw the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Did this remind me of this old, like, fairy tale my mother used to tell me?
It does.
Huh.
In the beginning, when the first thing you saw in what you perceive to be the beginning of everything. It was the first act of creation. Remnant, for the first time. In the second, you've seen, well, you saw the end of the world. But you also saw, after some thousands of years it took, humanity returned again.
I have way too many daggers.
And at the very end, the last thing you saw, what you perceived to be the true end of things, you saw an old mansion that was what looked to be a once great mansion in a very dark world. Like, the area around it was dark and sinister, but the mansion was booming. It was huge. But you saw flashes of it when it was at its greatest, and then when the mansion fell, and you saw a child, and you saw a pool of Grimm, and that last frightening image you see the little girl turn around, her face pale white. She has like lines across her face, dark lines, and she opens her eyes. They're black and dark red glowing eyes. Pupils
Tony, is
black.
this who I think it is?
It might
Is this
certainly be someone
Hold on, I'll
Does-
text you
we've
and ask
seen
you. Hold on.
in
Does
some
thi-
time of world, yes.
does this all I know who I think you're insinuating, but does this also remind me of the depiction of the god of darkness, the dark dragon to the light? Like they're
Tony,
one
I
of
asked you in your
darkness and
DMs.
one of
Yeah.
light.
I
for
would
the
say
gods of
so.
creation.
And when you look back at the map, you see it is split. This is not exactly how I would have imagined the map in terms of, you see in the middle of the scorching sands, it is split in half, like two continents splitting in half right at the middle.
Huh?
One half is dark, one half is light. The half that is dark is beyond which we've ever seen, the unknown regions that no one has ever come back from Remnant's history, at least. And at the end of it, you look at the red sun outpost, and you call back in your head of the final thing she said, "I'm waiting for you at the end of the red sun."
But so are we at the Red Sun outpost, or are we?
We are not in either of those places. From what you know is essentially the way this map is supposed to be kind of dictated is that there is a beyond, right in the middle of the scorching sands, that is the border of the unknown. Everything above that, where the Temple of Light is before the unknown.
Oh, so we need to head to the Temple of Light first, and then from there we can find our way to the Red Sun outpost. Is that what I'm getting at? Is that like sort of the direction we're going?
That's what it would appear to be, correct?
Oh, damn if you didn't leave a path for those who follow.
You see Grimmlock standing, he's kind of wandered to the other side of the room and kind of looking at the wall. He says, "I cannot come with you."
And why is that?
Because it's like she said. Aura is warped beyond those lines. Things are not the same.
Well,
If
apparently.
things
Oh,
are as-
sorry.
If things are as dark and twisted as they say, what are the chances me going beyond which of the light is?
Or
Will I lose control
Another thought.
forever?
I was gonna say something.
Celia kind of like pops in after looking back. She's like, or another thought. Maybe it makes your aura permanent. You don't have to be as close to Lucky, and you can do your own thing.
I was going to more say, no matter what we encounter out there, I could. Well, that is not my voice. There we go. Grimmlock, no matter what we encounter out there, you're a member of our team. You heard what she fucking said. Our scars do not make us who we are. Our pain does not make us who we are. It's what we do after.
But I crossed a line. What Cecilia did not tell you was that in my final moments with her, I attacked Scarlett in our most critical moment. CT got away, and I lost control. I spent
My friend,
a lot of time. I ran away, and I stayed in isolation for a long time. And then I got her message. Her distress signal.
my friend, the way I see it, I'm more of a monster than you nowadays. So trust me.
You don't really believe that. Behind your bravado, you are a good man, and I am Grimm.
Behind my bravado, I have killed throngs of people to get to who I wanted. I am not a good man. I am not a hero.
But we were so close.
I don't think you were gonna catch her even if you got up to her. She's slippery like that. I've been hunting her for 7 years, and I haven't gotten any closer than you did that day.
But it was my fault CT got away.
No.
We found when we split apart, we went out into the Badlands, chasing them for miles, until we found an excavation site. They found some sort of index, a key unlike anything we've ever seen. It opened a proto-entrance into the unknown regions, a portal, so to speak, to where I do not know. And in our critical moment, we seen him, the Goliath, and CT, right in our grasp. We were fighting. CT activated the device. And it was my stupid mistake that she got away, and Scarlett
I'm gonna
got
slap Grimmlock in the face.
hurt.
You slap him in the face.
I slap him in the fucking face.
Hey.
Grimmlock, shut the fuck up. You saved her that day, because if you guys went in after them, you would have been stuck out in the unknown region, and you both would have been fucking dead. At least now we have a fucking chance to get them. I don't know where Goliath is, but I have a feeling my friend already took care of him. So now how about we close the fucking link? You, me, Cecilia, Luigi, and the baker and the baking burner over there.
I'm not burning things. I did burn things.
I'm not burning things. I did burn things. Are gonna go out into the unknown, find out why my fucking face is on a goddamn wall when I wasn't even born yet, and find our stupid fucking friend who likes to go out and draw maps. Are you with me or not, you furry fuck?
Alright. Fine. Just
He's gonna slap Grimmlock on the shoulder. A
Just
little harder than he intended to.
Promise me one thing, humans. If I do lose control at any point,
I'll
and there's
smack
no
you in the
coming
face
back.
again.
Listen, if there is no coming back for me, if I am gone forever, then do what you must. I do not wish to cause any more harm to anyone again. Not the way I hurt Scarlett. I left my own scar on her that day. That is, in my ways, I banished myself. And that must be what happens if I hurt again.
I just look at him with my claw, my 3 fingers, and I go, what is with the men in this group leaving scars on those we love? Grimmlock. Scars do not make us weak. Scars do not make us villains. And he says this, not even believing it anymore. But the words of Scarlett just sit in the back of his head. We are Scarlett's only hope at survival now. When we get there, you can apologize. But I know. I've known you for 7 years. Though I've been away for fucking 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
You're a good man, Grimmlock. You're a good man. Better than me.
Well,
And I think Lucas is going to he's going to like pull out of his like back satchel a small carved dog.
I'll go.
This is the friend of this was something I made for someone I cared about dearly. I hold on to it because it brings me hope. But I know I'll never get to give it to them because of what I've done. Do not let your regret live like mine does. And he places the dog in your hand. Let's go and find our friend so you can apologize.
Well,
Right at the end of
you see Turf and Val kind of stand up like, so, this is it then. The first expedition from outsiders who have never traveled beyond. We're gonna fucking die, aren't we? No, don't say that. We're gonna be.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna freaking come. No, we're gonna freaking come
We're
back.
gonna die.
It's just gonna be so freaking fun. And you know what? This is, let's call it Expedition 0. The first one, technically. What do you guys think?
Excellent. I vote that Val doesn't get to cook anymore.
I second
while
that.
everyone
She says.
while everyone's talking, so you hear kind of Cecilia yell from upstairs, talking to the group after because she basically, Cersei, we good to go?
Affirmative.
You
Warthog
see her kind of
preparations have been complete by your request.
She hops over the railing, and you see her kind of like jump through the way. You know how like the Warthog has like open windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jeep.
You see her kind of like jump through the window of the Warthog, and she's like, "Well, what are you guys waiting for?
Let's go do
We're
a
waiting.
freaking
We got
expedition.
places to go."
For the first time, Lucas decides to make a joke. We're waiting for your glowing personality.
That's the Lucas I know. Fucking jokes
Before-
are condescending.
Before everyone leaves, you see our girl here, frickin' Val. If you look up in the top left image, you'll see she walks over and also happens to find a helmet buried in the sand. Cracked.
Why is she blonde now?
I don't know. That was a weird one that generated, but essentially she finds what looks
She's
to
hotter
be...
that way.
She looks to have found Scarlett's broken helmet that must have gotten left behind. And it's like kind of fucked up. The glass is broken, and she takes it anyway, and she puts it on. Woohoo! For Scarlett.
You can see out of that?
Kinda. But this is fine. I'll probably modify it on the way. Maybe take the glass out, because I don't get cut, you know? But...
fix it?
I wonder why she left this behind. Guess we'll have to find out.
Does it smell like puke? She might have puked in it.
You guys kind of ready your gear. Grimmlock gets his armor and puts his helmet and stuff back on. You get the rest of your stuff, and we're gonna... You see Glacia, not Glacia, wow.
Glacia?
Yeah, you see...
You mean Cecilia?
Cecilia.
That name sounds
It
similar,
does,
but...
it really does. She gets in the car,
sounds similar, but...
and she holds up the amulet with everyone glowing at their fullest, brightest. And Scarlett's still dim, but when you aim it in different directions, it starts to get a little bit brighter, so it can essentially act as a compass for you.
Compass.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's like after Lucky, threw out my other one.
Yeah.
We were told not to trust it.
You owe me a new compass, Lucky.
Yeah, put it on my tab.
And everyone gets in the car, loads
Fuck.
up. Everyone loads
Who is
up.
the dwarf in the fucking gunner?
That's what.
It's supposed to be Turf.
That's what Turf became. I don't know what happened to him. He goes, I think this base is making my beard grow longer. I don't know what's happening. And why am I ginger?
Why am I a ginger now?
Yeah.
Where did my soul go? Why am I a ginger now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, am I driving?
No,
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'm in the driver's seat there. I think
Yeah.
I'm driving.
You might accidentally
you're not.
You pushed her over and got in with the pine neck beard. Like, yeah, I'm gonna drive. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm driving.
As I think I pictured Grimmlock picking you up out of the fucking driver's seat. So Cecilia gets back into the driver's seat.
And you
I don't
see-
trust you to drive.
Val hops on what the new Halo Combat Campaign Evolved game is gonna have is a back seat called the tailgate seat or whatever. That's what Val is gonna sit on. And Val. That's her name. And you guys will set out. I don't know. I think that's it.
You see, you
And
kind of hear it press the
Warthog-
ignition. It just revs up. And you just see her turn and just start driving. Turn out the garage and just start going.
Cool, let's keep going.
And that is where we will end our session
No!
for tonight.
Motherfucker, it's 3 o'clock in the morning!
Fuck
Yeah.
it, another hour, let's go.
Remember when I said this will be a short session? Yeah, that never happens, right? Woohoo! Oh, please tell me that's not permanent. Okay, it's not. But yeah, there you go. That's where we conclude tonight's session. Thank everybody.
I also
for
realized they made
tuning in.
Cecilia's hair more purple in this.
Yeah.
Her hair is more purple than pink.
I look like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
We all do, that's the point!
Where did my legs go? Am I an amputee now?
This is like the opposite of us, Flintstones. Like, what's going on?
They took my legs. They took my legs. I go like this, and then I go.
Everyone for
Oh no,
watching.
my
This has
legs
been a
are
good time.
broken.
I'll
Thank
be
you guys
right back.
for joining me for D&D.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was fun. Now we gotta make sure we keep consistent. Do it this
Yeah.
week, next week again.
And then we got to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time.
Bye bye. I'll be right back.